floats up a pass. It is stolen. A steal by Marco Burst, and he one-hand jams it.
Driving, kicking, back to McKinney. Three-pointer, nothing but net.
It's time to tip off high school basketball on Regional Radio.
Stolen away by Gerstner. Gerstner on the run. Right side layup. Count it!
Gets past Horton to the hoop. And a bounce pass between his own legs to Prater for the lay-in. Sick move by Brock Wakefield. Sicker pass.
Your home for high school basketball in the Parkland area and throughout southeast Missouri is J98 The Boot, AM 800 KREI, AM 1400 KJEF, and online at mimoinfo.com.
Head fake far side in the corner, Pennock. Kick out, catch and shoot, three. Are you kidding me? Naomi Perkins knocks it down to tie the game.
Fans with the ovation. South Iron with a convincing championship win in the Central Christmas Tournament over the Rebels.
Welcome to the Fleegs Equipment pregame show, brought to you in part by Fleegs Equipment in St. Genevieve and Leadington. For all your lawn, farm, and garden equipment needs, let their family serve your family. On Highway 32 in St. Genevieve, on the outer service road at the Leadington exit, and online 24/7 at Fleegs.com.
And I welcome you into the Fleegs Equipment pregame show here in the Mineral Area College broadcast booth. My name's Jacob Vincent, and you're listening to high school girls basketball here on the MIMO Info Sports Stream. And thank you for tuning in for coverage all season. Today, we have the Crystal City Lady Hornets taking on the St. Paul Lady Giants here in Farmington at the School of St. Paul, the home of the Giants. And coming in on the season, the Lady Hornets of Crystal City coming at 3-12, coming off of a loss. We'll talk to head coach Ken Jones here in just a little bit. And for St. Paul, the Lady Giants having one of the best seasons in school history. They've never won more than 12 games in school history. They're just 2 away from that and have a good chance here tonight against Crystal City to get that job done as well. They're 10-9 on the season. However, they are coming off of a tough loss their last time out here on their home floor against St. Vincent, which Nathan Gertz was on the call for here on the MIMO Info Sports Stream. They lost that one by just 1 point, 45-54, and so they will look back to get back on the winning side of things here tonight against Crystal City. As I mentioned, the Lady Hornets 3-12, the Lady Giants 10-9, and in the series history between these two teams, they've met 8 times, and the first 6 games went in favor of Crystal City. 2-6 is St. Paul against Crystal City all time, but the last 2 times have gone in favor of St. Paul. Last year, they played them at Crystal City, won that one 37-27, and this season, they played in the Dome Run Classic and won that one 56-26. So these two teams, no stranger of each other, met once already this season, and it sure should be a good one here today, and especially it's always different the second time around, and you'll hear both coaches talk about that a little bit as well. As we go forward ahead in this broadcast, we'll have your starting lineups brought to you by Presbyterian Manor after we hear from both head coaches the way you want to live, Presbyterian Manor. And then we'll have our uniform check after that, taking us up to tip-off, brought to you by New Era Bank right here in St. Paul. Before we get there, let's take a look at the Hearing Care Partners broadcast schedule. A lot of action going on tonight right here on the MIMO Info Sports Stream. A double-header, actually. Girls basketball on top first, and then boys basketball after that. Coverage will start right after this one concludes. And then over on KJEF Radio, going on right now as well, another girls and boys doubleheader. Grandview taking on Jefferson on J98 starting at 7:15 tonight. It'll be West County at Arcadia Valley. That'll be a big one in the MAAA Small School Division. Brandon Pavlina will have the call of that. And in girls basketball action at St. Genevieve over on KREI starting at 7:15. Farmington taking on St. Gen, and that one will be a fun one as well. Farmington just took down North County, and St. Gen trying to become undefeated on the season. Chad Speaker will have the call for that one. Here tonight we have St. Paul taking on Crystal City, and we're going to hear from head coach Ken Jones after this break right here on the MIMO Info Sports Stream. You're listening to Girls High School Basketball.
Have you ever misplaced your debit card and worried while you try to find it? Hi, Paul Hale here at New Era Bank, and our new app offers Secure Swipe. Secure Swipe allows you to turn your debit card on or off from the convenience of your cell phone. While your card is off, you have the safety of knowing that no one can access your account from your debit card. Download our new app today and get this and many other new features. Call or visit any of our locations to get more information, or visit our website at www.newerabank.com. New Era Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Brad Smith at Lucas Smith Chrysler Center, your local home of the no bull deal. The word local, you've heard the phrase shop local, buy local, but do you really think exactly what that means? When you shop here at Lucas Smith, you put your trust in the hands of all of my employees who also eat, play, work, live, and shop local. Jefferson County is their home too. Why drive for miles when you can buy what's right here in your backyard? All we ask at Lucas Smith Chrysler is to give us the chance to earn your business. Please shop local, and remember, Lucas Smith Chrysler Center in Festus.
Here on the Fleets Equipment pregame show with head coach Ken Jones of the Crystal City Lady Hornets. Coach, coming in, you guys have been dealing with some injuries. We talked earlier in this week, some sickness as well. Has that gotten a little bit better for your team as the days have gone on?
Yeah, we have everybody back. Now, we haven't had a whole lot of gym time in the last week with everyone, but everybody's back and healthy as far as I know, and hopefully it'll help us having a little more depth on the bench tonight.
Now, you have faced St. Paul once this season. Very good season they're having this year. What do you know from them from the first time you saw them, and what are you going to try to do again on the second time?
We're going to try to limit second and third attempts, and that's on us. We've got to keep them off the offensive glass. We have to start getting some offensive glass. That's something that we have not done at all this year. So we need some second, third attempts ourselves. We need to slow down their transition, and when we get a high percentage shot, we need to put a few in tonight.
Now, just a few more games left in the season, including this one here tonight against St. Paul. When you look at the rest of your schedule, what do you want your team to accomplish to have that successful season in your mind?
We're trying to find some confidence. We've had some games that we definitely come out not feeling like we're getting better at the game of basketball, and we have some coming up that if we play well, execute well, we should come out feeling like we're improving as a team and hopefully do it at the right time of the year.
All right, that is head coach Ken Jones of the Crystal City Lady Hornets. Back in a minute on the Fleets Equipment pregame show.
Hi, welcome to the UPS store.
Yeah, I'd like to ship this package.
Great, I can help you with that and every other ing.
Did you just say every other ing?
Printing, packing, copying, faxing, freighting, any ing your small business needs.
Shredding.
Yep.
Mailboxing.
Uh-huh.
Notarizing?
That too.
Wow, that's really some ing.
Now you're getting it.
The UPS store. Every ing for small business. And of course, shipping.
Hi, this is Jim, owner of the UPS store in Festus. See us now at our new location at 650 North Creek Drive next to Tiger Express Car Wash.
In 1973, Comtree was established to meet a great need through opening a halfway house. The spark of meeting residents' needs continues to reignite in 2019. We've expanded our services to become the mental health safety net of Jefferson County while offering nationally recognized dental care and primary care. We invite you to join the Comtree family tree. Call 877-COMTREE or visit us online at comtree.org to schedule an appointment. Welcome to our family tree.
This is Dr. Karen Melton at Hearing Care Partners. We hope you don't miss a single thing this sports season. Stop by for a free hearing screening so you'll hear every play and the person sitting right next to you. One of the best parts of the game is chatting with old friends and making new ones. We wish all our local players a safe and healthy sports season. It's Hearing Care Partners. Find us online at hearingcarepartners.com.
Whatever your educational goals are, you can achieve them at Jefferson College. With caring faculty, convenient locations, and award-winning academic programs, your future is Jefferson College's focus. To learn more, call 636-797-3000 or visit jeffco.edu for a complete list of degrees and programs. Enroll now.
For higher education, for higher expectations, Jefferson College, Jefferson College.
Fleets Equipment pregame show with head coach Andy Sherrill of the St. Paul Lady Giants. Coach, coming in, you guys are coming off of a tough loss, a 1-point loss to St. Vincent. Just kind of take me through that and what you guys have been working on in practice the last few days.
Yeah, that was just it was a tough game. We had a terrible start, so everything we've been doing is talking about tempo early, trying to make sure we can convert on some easy shots. We had some easy shots early in that game. We just didn't convert, and I didn't feel like we had good effort and good energy, and that's what happens. You don't do that, you're going to get beat. How basketball is. So that's really been our focus, and between now and getting ready for Crystal City is making sure we have a great first quarter, and really the first 2 minutes of the first quarter.
So now when you look at Crystal City, what are a couple things that you have to get ready for them coming in? You've already played them once this season, beat them 56-26 in the Don't Run Classic, but now you get to see them again. What are you going to look for them to come out?
Yeah, I think it'll be totally different. Coach Jones does a great job. I've been coaching against him for a long, long time, since my days back at AV, so I don't put a whole lot into that first game. They have a nice young freshman point guard, so she'll be almost a sophomore at this point in time of the year. Everybody's kind of one grade ahead, so I expect her to be a little bit different in her game, and I'm sure that they'll be ready for our press this time. We were able to get some easy baskets in that game on that, so they'll have some wrinkle, I'm sure, and then it'll be a matter of can we adjust and solve that and keep pushing forward.
Now, last question going into tonight. Only a few games left after this one. What's one thing you want your team to accomplish to have a successful season in your mind going into the end of the season?
Sure. 12 wins is the most we've ever had in school history. We're sitting at 10. We got 5 games left, I think. I think it's very achievable. We just got to go out and do that. Kind of have first winning season in school history and really propel us to districts where I think we can cause some problems. We got some good teams in there. Number 1 ranked team in the state in South Iron, but let's see what we can do. Let's get the ball and go play, and that's what I think is really starting to transition here at St. Paul. We're not just neat that we have a team. It's time to be competitive and time to win ball games.
All right, well, that is head coach Andy Sherrill of the St. Paul Lady Giants. Back in a minute here on the Fleets Equipment pregame show.
Well, let's check in with Josh Harris now at Midwest Sports Center in Farmington, Poplar Bluff, and Festus. And Josh, I understand the selection of off-road, on-the-road, or on-the-water vehicles is really great right now.
Yeah, you know what? This time of year we try and stock up, Mark, and get ready for the riding season. But right now they've got huge rebates out, rebates up to $3,000 on select products. Stop in and see us. We have 3 great locations to serve you. If you're up north, we've got it at Festus and Farmington, now in Poplar Bluff.
You can enjoy a hot tub year-round, but nothing beats slipping into a hot tub when it's chilly out. Hi, I'm Megan Osbar, manager of Home Pools and Spas in Leadington. When you invest in a hot tub, you're investing in relaxation and therapy for your family. We can get you and your family into a new hot tub, and we can service your existing hot tub. Any brand, model, or year. Find us online at homepoolsandspas.net and on the outer road just south of the Leadington exit.
Looking for Mineral Area College spirit wear, trendy college wear, school supplies, art supplies? In the market for a new laptop computer or other electronics? Check out our expanded bookstore on Mineral Area College's Park Hills campus. Not sure what to buy? A gift card might be just the thing for the Mac student in your life. Visit Mineral Area College's bookstore today on the Park Hills campus near the Leadington Park Hills exit. It starts here. Mineral Area College.
Hey, if you haven't been to Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills lately, then you haven't been to Patsy's Furniture. Man, the selection is as good now as it's ever been. And that's saying something. Seriously, stop by and say hi to Chris and Jamie. The first thing you'll notice is just how nice they are. They won't hard sell you at all. They'll just let you look around and offer you help when you need it. And we're talking about really nice furniture, too, from some of the best-known brand names in the business. Hey, maybe that's why Patsy's Furniture is my only stop when I do my furniture shopping. Patsy's Furniture, right off Highway 67 at the Parkway Drive exit. You'll love to shop at Patsy's.
Back here in the home of the Giants, St. Paul Lutheran School getting ready to take on Crystal City. As Crystal City, the Lady Hornets going through their starting lineups right now, and I'll take them through you as well. These starting lineups brought to you by Presbyterian Manor, the way you want to live. For Crystal City, it's going to be number 5, Crystal, make that Kylie Waters. She's going to be starting out for this squad, a senior coming out in this starting squad for the Crystal City Hornets. And next up is number 22, Molly Clemens, 23, Annie Waittis, 25, Kate Gisenbeis, and 45, Ashley Demazin. For the St. Paul Giants, the Lady Giants coming in 10-9 on the season, coming off the loss to St. Vincent their last time out. They look like this. Number 10, Isabel Carroll is starting out. She wears the number 10 jersey. Number 11 is Holly Davis. 13 is Riley Petty. 20 is Briley Durbin. And looking for the 5th one, that is number 25, Paige Ames. So your starting lineups brought to you by Serenity Hospice Care. Peace of mind when it matters most. SerenityHospiceCare.org. Excuse me, that's the uniform check. Take you through that right now as St. Paul wins the tip. And uniforms for St. Paul, all white with burgundy trim. And for Crystal City, it's all red with black trim. St. Paul with the ball here down low. They get the ball poked away. Crystal City trying to pick it back up. It's going to be a tied possession and going the other way. And Crystal City is going to have their first possession. So here in the early going between Crystal City and St. Paul, the Lady Hornets 3-12, the Lady Giants 10-9. You heard a little bit from both head coaches. And now a full court pressure turns into a turnover for Crystal City. St. Paul back with it. Going the other way, Briley Durbin up off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, back up and in is good for the Lady Giants. 2 points for Riley Petty, and the first 2 points of the ball game. 2-0 lead for St. Paul. They're on top of Crystal City. The Hornets trying to break the press. They go off the right side of the court, come across the timeline, a tied ball, and another jump ball. We're going back the other way now. So a couple of quick jump ball calls here in the early going between St. Paul and Crystal City. St. Paul's going to get this one going back the other way. 7:23 to go here in the first quarter. Don't forget, the boys' game will be right after this one. We'll hear from both head coaches in that one, Lee Richardson and Justin Ford. Here's St. Paul on the offensive end, and that's going to be a double dribble. Lost the handle on it was Holly Davis. Tried to cut in towards the lane and just took a couple too many steps, and it's going back the other way for Crystal City now. So the Lady Hornets trying to break the press. They get it across the timeline. It's number 5, Kylie Waters, down at the other end, off the glass. No good, off the hands of Kate Gisenveiss, and St. Paul back with it on the offensive attack. Just a minute gone here in the first quarter. Back at the other end goes Briley Durbin, off the glass, and good. Durbin finds her first 2 points of the game, and it's 4-0 early here for St. Paul on top. Crystal City breaks the press this time. Back at the other end goes to number 22, Molly Clement, dribbling around in the left quarter, back top of the key, reverses it to Kylie Waters. Now back on the right corner to Annie Waits. Waite is driving in, gets tripped up, goes up with a shot, and she's going to be at the line for 2 shots. That tripped up by St. Paul. So that foul is going to go on number 13, Riley Petty, her first. At the line is going to be Annie Waitis. The left-hander takes a couple of dribbles, lets it fly in the air, and she knocks down her first free throw. So the first point of the ball game for Crystal City makes it 4-1. St. Paul still on top by 3. Waitis still at the line for the second free throw. Takes a couple dribbles, lets it fly, and nothing but net on the second one as well. 2 good free throws from Annie Waitis, and it's 4-2 ball game here at St. Paul, with St. Paul on top and the ball on offense. Here's Durbin on the top of the key, drives in left hand, kicks it back outside to her counterpart. Now right side it goes to Davis. Davis gets it down low to the post player in Briley Durbin. Excuse me, that was Isabel Carroll with it. Lost the handle on it, turned it over. Crystal City had it, and they turned it back over with a travel, and St. Paul will now keep it under the basket. Durbin to take it out for the Giants. Looking to get it in. They do get it in to Carroll, and she lays it in with the left hand. Quick inbounds to Isabel Carroll. A nice cut to the low block, and she lays it in with the left hand. It's 6-2. Giants on top of the Hornets. Ball coming right in front of me, out of bounds. And that's going to be staying with St. Paul right here in front of the scorers table. Right in between a couple of benches. 6:12 to go here in the first quarter. 6-2. Giants on top by 4. Crystal City gets it into the left corner. 3 ball coming, and that one's good. The 22, Molly Clemens, knocks down the triple and gets within 1. A quick timeout call. It's a 30-second timeout call, and I'll take it with them. Be back here in 30 seconds on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
For 57 years, the staff at Farmington Presbyterian Manor have dedicated ourselves to providing our community the best independent living, assisted living, skilled nursing, memory care, and short-term rehab. We are proud to be part of the Parkland community and provide the quality health care you deserve. Call 573-756-6768 today and schedule a visit to find out more about Farmington Presbyterian Manor.
First timeout taken by Crystal City, just a 30-second one. It's 6-5 here in St. Paul and Farmington, with the St. Paul Giants on top of the Crystal City Lady Hornets, 6-5. 3 different players have scored for St. Paul so far, and a triple from Molly Clemens and a couple of good free throws from Annie Waitis brings us to our 6-5 total. Out of the timeout, St. Paul with the ball on offense. On the left wing, now inside, finding Carroll on the free throw line, kicks it back left side, left wing 3 from Paige Ames. That one's no good. Offensive rebound and another jump ball, and we're going the other way again. 3rd jump ball already of the game. This time Crystal City is going to get it. After the tip was won by St. Paul. That tip-off brought to you by New Era Bank. I also that last time out brought to you by Patsy's Furniture. You'll love to shop at Patsy's in Park Hills. 6-5, St. Paul on top. Crystal City almost turned the ball over, got tipped out of bounds by St. Paul, so Crystal City will have it here on the near sideline. Looking to inbound it, they'll throw it into the backcourt. It'll be Kylie Waters with the ball. Off to her counterpart and Ashley DeMazin. Now into the right corner it goes, back into the low post, shot coming. And that one's off the front iron, no good. Offensive rebound, though, for Annie Wadis. Now back top of the key, reversing along the perimeter, go the Hornets. Into the left corner it goes to Miley Clemens, stolen away by Durbin. Durbin at the other end for St. Paul, at the glass, gets fouled, and can't make the shot, so she will be at the line for 2 of them. That foul's going to go on number 5, Kylie Waters, her first. And at the line is going to be Briley Durbin with 2 shots. She's already got 2 points on the game. 6-5, St. Paul on top early with 5:22 to go here in the first quarter. Durbin at the line, first free throw, no good. Hits the left iron, bounces out. Sub coming in for St. Paul is number 24, Lydie Dietrich, and coming in for Crystal City is number 10, Abby Edwards. So the first free throw, no good. Second free throw on the way. High arcing, in and out, no good. Rebound fought for. It's going to be tipped out of bounds, and it's going to go back the other way to Crystal City. So Durbin has a couple of chances there, but can't knock them down, and they still lead by 1, 6-5 with 5:20 to play in the first quarter. Here are the Hornets trying to break the press again. They throw it in the middle of the court, and now across the timeline it goes to Annie Wadis. Now back top of the key, stolen away back by St. Paul after an errant pass. Going the other way is Holly Davis for the Giants. Now top of the key, Durbin. She drives in with the left hand, turns around, defender on her back, kicks it out to the right side. Reverses along to Davis, drives in, trying to entry it to the low post. She does, and it's a missed shot from Isabel Carroll. Couldn't get it to go, and now Crystal City going the other way. Here's DeMazin with the ball, goes left side, now into the low post. It goes to Kate Gizenbeis. Back outside to Kylie Waters, looking around. Good defense here by St. Paul. 4:40 to play in the first quarter. And we're going to get a double dribble here from Crystal City. The sub that just came in, Abby Edwards, had the ball. Good defense by St. Paul to force the turnover. And we're going back the other way. Sub coming in again for Crystal City this time. It's going to be the starter, Molly Clemens, in for Kylie Waters, another starter. 4.5 to play here in the first quarter. Man-to-man defense for Crystal City so far in this game. Here's Durbin, top of the key. Goes right side to her counterpart. And Paige Ames. Ames looking around. Now she drives in. Ball tipped away, and it's stolen away by Crystal City. Back at the other end, it goes to DeMazin. Cross court to her wide-open teammate. Lost the handle on it. Was Abby Edwards, but it's picked back up by the Hornets. Now it's stolen away by Holly Davis of St. Paul, and then fouled in the process was Davis. And that foul is going to go on Annie Wadis, her first. So St. Paul is going to get the ball back going the other way. 6-5, they're on top by 1. They had an early lead, and then a couple of free throws and a 3-ball by Crystal City got them within 1, and it's been that way for a couple of minutes now. 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Durbin has it top of the key. Now off to Davis. She'll drive left side, back towards the top of the key, looking down low to Carroll. Carroll trying to face up, kicks it back out to Durbin. Drives in, 15-footer jumper, no good. And the rebound to Crystal City. Coming up on the left side, across the timeline goes to Mazin. She'll bring it between the circles now and set up the offense. She goes right side to Molly Clemens. Clemens looking around now, back top of the key to Edwards. Thought about firing to 3, now reverses it back to DeMazin. Into the high post it goes, left-hand jumper from Wadis is good. And Wadis gets her 4th point of the ball game, knocked down a couple of free throws, hits the jump shot there. 3:25 to go now, and Crystal City with the lead, 7-6. Into the low post it goes. Shot coming, and the foul. The shot no good from Paige Ames, but she will be at the line for 2 of them, as that foul is going to go on Annie Wadis, her second. So a little bit of foul trouble now for Crystal City, as head coach Ken Jones looking on, directing his players on defense. St. Paul to take it out under the basket. They inbound it. Now on the right side, Durbin. She's going to fire a 3 from the right side. Off the glass, no good. Rebound fought for, and that's going to be another jump ball. It's going to be staying with St. Paul here. 3:10 to play in the first quarter. 7-6, Crystal City on top by 1. Sub coming in for St. Paul is number 13, Riley Petty, back into the game. They inbound it here to Riley Dietrich. Dietrich on the right side to Durbin. Looks down low to the post to Petty. Petty facing up off the glass, the foul, but can't get the bucket to go. And she will be at the line for 2 of them. So St. Paul down by 1 now. That foul is going to go on Kate Gisenbeis, her first. 3:02 to play here in the first quarter, and Petty's going to be at the line for 2 of them. Takes a couple of low dribbles, picks it up, fires it in the air, and she is going to get it to roll in. Hits the back iron, bounce up, and falls through the net. And Petty finds her 3rd point of the ballgame. Petty takes a step to her left, back to the right, a couple dribbles, fires it in the air. Too hard that time, no good, and the rebound to Crystal City. 3 minutes to play, time ball game at 7. Here's the Mazin in the left corner it goes. 3 ball coming from the Hornets. That one's no good, off the back iron, off the hands of Molly Clemens. A rebound to St. Paul as Dietrich came up with it, and now Durbin's going to have it across the timeline. Tap the key, crosses over, goes left side, pulls up from 10 feet. That one's no good. Hornets had the ball and then gave it right back to St. Paul on the left wing. 3 ball coming, that one's no good. And the rebound underneath to Crystal City. DeMazin now with it. Ashley DeMazin wearing the number 45 jersey, comes across the middle of the timeline and throws it straight out of bounds. Was looking for Molly Clemens on the right wing, threw it way over her head and into the fans. And with 2:24 to go, the ball game tied at 7, St. Paul back with it. Taking it out for St. Paul will be Paige Ames, and she'll inbound it to Riley Durbin. Riley comes across the timeline, takes a shade to the right side, being guarded by DeMazin into the high post, and it's turned over right back to Crystal City. Hornets on the right side. It's Molly Clemens. She's going to pull it back out, set up an offense with 2:09 to play in the first quarter. DeMazin on the left wing, looking down low, can't get it in there, and that's going to be a travel happy feet for DeMazin, just kind of jumping around, and St. Paul's going to get it going back the other way. 2:04 to play now in the first quarter. A lot of jump balls and a few turnovers, and not much scoring here in the first quarter. Here's Durbin, top of the key for the Giants. Drives in right side, gets a screen. We got an offensive foul going the other way. That foul is going to go on number 13, Riley Petty. That's going to be her second. And now with the tie ball game at 7, Crystal City back with it after the turnover by St. Paul. Hornets with it, trying to break the press. Across the timeline they go. Goes up to the newly checked in Frida Korsham. Now tap the key, tipped away by Durbin. DeMazin has it, tap the key to Clemens, looking around. Goes right side, back to DeMazin. She's gonna fire a 3 this time. That one off the front iron, no good. And the rebound to St. Paul. Paige James with the ball, gives it off to Durbin. Durbin drives in, tap the key, crosses over, goes left side, tipped away, gets it back. Kicks it out to the left wing. Thought about handing it off, and now back top the key, it goes to Ames. 1:20 to play here in the first quarter. 7-all between St. Paul and Crystal City. There's Paige James on the right side, drives in baseline. It's going to be a blocking foul on Abby Edwards. A reserve into the game for Crystal City. So that is the 5th team foul now on Crystal City. Just 2 more to go before 1 in bonus. 1:14 to play here in the first quarter. St. Paul taking it out under the basket. They inbound it to the right wing to Olivia Ayers, who just checked into the game. The ball was in the hands of Molly Cements, and she lost the handle on it. Back at the other end goes Clemens. She can't get it to go for Crystal City, and Cements comes up with the rebound. Now Durbin bringing it up for St. Paul. Quickly up to Ames off the left side, and it's good. Lays it in with the right hand on the left side of the glass and makes it 9-7. That bucket good off the hands of Paige Ames. Her first 2 points of the ball game makes it 9-7. St. Paul on top. 45 seconds to play here in the first quarter. At the free throw line, jumper coming off the back iron, no good. Offensive rebound back up and no good again from Crystal City. It was Frida Korshaw on the attempt. 32 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Outside, 3 ball coming from Ayers, and that one rattles in. Olivia Ayers just checked into the ball game and making a difference early. It was 7-7. It's a 5-0 run here for St. Paul. 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. Ball's mishandled, out of bounds, and St. Paul's going to get it back. Crystal City threw it right into the hands of Molly Clemens. Couldn't handle it. It was over her head just a little bit, and it slips out of her hands and out of bounds, and St. Paul is going to have the ball going back the other way. A sub coming in for Crystal City is going to be number 31, Jillian Schubert. 16.2 on the clock. St. Paul up 12-7. Riley Durbin with the ball for the Lady Giants. Cross the timeline, being guarded by DeMazin. 10 seconds, now 9 seconds. Riley looking to get the ball back, right wing. Now to Durbin, tipped away, Crystal City, 2 seconds. St. Paul trying to get a shot off. Durbin has it, takes a 3 at the buzzer, and rattles it in. Briley Durbin at the buzzer knocks down a triple, and St. Paul leads it 15-7 after the first quarter. 5 points now for Durbin after that triple, and what a way to cap off the end of the first quarter. A 8-0 run to end that first quarter. It was tied at 7. St. Paul's now up 15-7 as we head to the second. Stay with me here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. You're listening to Girls High School Basketball.
There's no need to be scared of flu season. Just say boo to the flu and head over to Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy for your flu shot. It's the perfect way to protect you and your family, and no appointment is necessary. Just pop in when you have time, and we will have you on your way in just a few minutes. Cash prices are available, or we're happy to bill your insurance. We know you have better things to do than be stuck at home with a nasty case of the flu. Come see us at Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy in Deloge, Fredericktown, Ironton, and Farmington.
When it's all said and done, what really matters? For Serenity Hospice Care patient Jack, hospice isn't about giving up. It's not about the end. It's about right now. It's about spending precious time with the people we love.
Come on, Grandpa.
And the little moments that create lasting memories. It's focusing on what's important to you and remembering life is beautiful in all stages.
Back here in St. Paul for quarter number 2 action between Crystal City and St. Paul. A shot coming here for the Lady Hornets off the hands of Annie Wades. Can't get it to go. At the other end goes Briley Durbin, and that's going to be an offensive foul, I believe. I don't think any call has been made, and it is an offensive foul. That one's going to go on Briley Durbin. Drove in, and a charge taken by Crystal City. 15-7, first quarter lead after the first quarter, I should say. It's second quarter now, just 9 seconds into it. Crystal City trying to break the press. This time they do. Back at the other end it goes, and that's going to be another turnover by Crystal City. Had a good chance at a 2-on-1. Gizenbice was up there with Wadis and turns it over, and St. Paul's going to get it going the other way. Just 15 seconds played here, and a couple of turnovers from both sides. Here's St. Paul with the ball back on offense. 7:38 to play in the second. 15-7, they lead it. They went on an 8-0 run to end that first quarter. Looking for Carroll inside in the high post. It's stolen away, and it's going to be a foul. Instead, they're going to call a jump ball. So a jump ball in the middle into the high post. They tried to inbound it to Carroll. And now St. Paul is still going to keep it, but it's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to go the other way on the next time possession. Here's Durbin at the free throw line, pulls it back out to the top of the key. True 3 zone look here for the Lady Hornets, and it's thrown straight to the Lady Hornets defense down low. It's Wadis with the ball. Wadis will bring it up. Now passes it off to Clemens. Left side of the court, it goes to Mazin into the high post to Wadis. Misses the shot. Offensive rebound down low and back up and in for Gizenbice. Gizenbice finds her first 2 points of the game, and the foul going on number 33 of St. Paul. Olivia Ayers her first. Gizenbice at the line for one shot, trying to complete the three-point play. 15-9 right now. Free throw on the way, make it 15-10. 3 points for Gizenbice right there, and it's 15-10. 7:02 to play here in the second quarter. Here's Durbin, top of the key. Being guarded by Demazin, goes right side. Now cross court to Holly Davis. Davis looking left side on the wing now to her counterpart in Riley Petty. Petty cross court pass, skip pass to Ayers. Ayers will find Durbin. She's going to fire up a three, and that one's too hard off the glass. Rebound to Crystal City. Fought for, and it's going to be a foul on St. Paul. And we're going the other way. Crystal City with the ball. That foul is going to go on Isabel Carroll. That is going to be her first foul. So coming in for St. Paul is going to be Paige Ames as she checks in for Olivia Ayers. 15-10, St. Paul on top by 5. A half-court heave here and caught at half-court by Crystal City. And a trap is going to be tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with Crystal City. Kate Gizenbice had the ball. She got double-teamed. And now Crystal City is going to try to get it in on their side. 6.5 to play here in the second quarter. 15-10, St. Paul on top. Inbounded, Crystal City has it. Demazin on the left wing, looking inside to Wadis. Faces up, turns around, left-handed jumper. Sat on the end. Oh my goodness, it rattled in and out. Sat on the rim support for about 3 seconds, and then finally fell in. Annie Wadis wipes her forehead, saying, thank goodness that one fell in. She's got 6 points. Durbin at the other end takes a jumper from the right side. That one's no good, too strong. And it's stolen back by Holly Davis and stolen back by Crystal City. Here goes DeMazin the other way, across the timeline, up the right side. She's on the wing now. Back top of the key to her counterpart, left side, reverse it along. 3 ball coming. That one too strong. Rebound fought for. Davis jumping up there. It's rebounded offensively by Crystal City. DeMazin takes a 3, and she knocks it down. Ashley DeMazin finds her first 3 points of the ball game, and a timeout here by St. Paul, and a run put on by Crystal City as they tie it up at 15. It's a full timeout, and we'll take it with them. That timeout brought to you by Patsy's Furniture. You'll have to shop at Patsy's in Park Hills. Don't go anywhere. Keep listening to girls high school basketball right here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Dear Cabin Fever, we've got the cure to cool you down. And it all starts with a new 2020 Toyota. When winter says, stay home under a blanket, the Camry comes out to play. The 2020 Corolla is hotter than ever, with tons of tech to keep you plugged into your favorite apps, music, and more. Snowy hills don't stand a chance against the RAV4's available all-wheel drive with multi-terrain select. And with over 200 horses under the hood, RAV4 weathers the toughest storms. Grab the family, hop in the Highlander, and go build some snowmen. Everyone will be comfy with available heated front seats and cushy seating for up to 8. With 11 all-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive models to choose from, Toyota will get you everywhere you need to be this season. See you in the snow. Toyota. Let's go places.
See Twin City Toyota, I-55 at the Herculaneum Auto Mall exit, or visit them online at twincitytoyota.com.
Tied up at 15 here in Farmington. The school at St. Paul Lutheran School, the home of the Lady Giants, taking on Crystal City. Crystal City on a little bit of a run, tying it up at 15 after that 3 by DeMazin. Now St. Paul back with it on the offensive side. Here is St. Paul with it on the attack. On the right side, it goes to Riley Dietrich. Dietrich looking around, is going to get it off to Durbin. Looking down low into the post it goes, and it's stolen away by Crystal City again. And then they're calling another jump ball as Paige Ames got in there to tie it up. It's going to stay with Crystal City. 5:28 to play here in the second quarter. A timeout taken apiece by both sides now. And it's tied up at 15. Crystal City looking to get it in. They get it in at half court. Now off to Molly Clemens. Clemens drives in, pulls up from 10 feet. That one's no good. Rebound fought for and played back in bounds to St. Paul. Going the other way goes Davis. On the right wing, pulls it back out. Finds Durbin, drives in. 10-foot jumper is good. And Briley Durbin, the leading scorer on the game, has 7 points now. The first 2 points of the second quarter here for St. Paul. 3 minutes elapsed, and they didn't find a bucket until then. 17-15, they're back up by 2. Here's Clemens on the right side, finds DeMazin. In the high post, it goes to Wadis. She goes up with the left hand, rattles around again, and finds it falling again. Annie Wadis getting a couple of nice rolls. Her last bucket sat on the rim support for about 3 seconds before it finally fell in. That time rattles around and falls in for her 8th point of the ball game. Here's Ames down low into the high post. It goes to Riley Petty, and Petty's going to get it to go with the left hand off the glass. Riley Petty, her 5th point of the ball game, makes it 19-17. Then the Giants back on top by 2. 4.5 to play here in the second quarter, and a turnover. Durbin with the ball for St. Paul. Back down low and back to Petty, and Petty finds another 2 points. Turnover forced into points there for St. Paul, and they're up 21-17. 4:12 to play now in the second quarter. Crystal City breaks the press this time at the other end, straight into a charge. That one was an easy one. Molly Clemens drove straight into St. Paul. It was a great job by Riley Dietrich. Stood there for about 5 seconds. And Molly Clemens is going to find her first foul. As they're going to try to figure it out at the scorer's table and make sure they got the right number. It's 21-17. St. Paul is going to get the ball back after the offensive foul by Crystal City. 4:08 to play here in the second quarter. That foul is going to go on Clemens, her first. And they were just making sure they had the period change. It still said period 1 up there. It is quarter number 2 instead of quarter number 1. 21-17, St. Paul with the ball after the offensive foul on Crystal City. Durbin top of the key, 2-3 zone look here for Crystal City. And a travel on St. Paul. Holly Davis out on the left wing, got a little too happy, ran with the ball, and it's going back the other way for Crystal City. 4-point advantage for St. Paul and showing some more full court pressure. Here's Waters, now in the middle. It goes to Gizenbeis. Gizenbeis pulls up, top of the key, and now goes left side to Clemens. Looks around, 3:50 to play in the second quarter. Waters between the circles, setting up the offense, goes right side. Now into the high post it goes. It's stolen away, and they're going to call a kicked ball violation. And it's going to stay with Crystal City on the far sideline. 3:43 to play here in the second quarter. 4-point advantage for St. Paul. Crystal City with it on offense. 2-3 zone here for St. Paul. Here's Waters, picks up her dribble into two defenders, stolen away by Davis. Davis all alone at the other end and can't get it to go off the front iron, rolled around, falls out, and the rebound to Crystal City, and then a foul on St. Paul. I do believe that foul is going to go on Davis. And it is. Allie Davis with her first foul. A couple of subs coming in. For St. Paul, it's going to be number 22, Molly Cements. And number 10 for Crystal City is going to be Abby Edwards. Still a 4-point advantage for St. Paul. 3:26 to play in the second quarter. Crystal City at the other end goes Waita straight into a defender, a foul call, and that one's going to be of the blocking variety. And so that should send Waita to the line for two of them. That foul on Riley Dietrich, her first. And Waita will be at the line for two shots. Drove straight into Dietrich. Couldn't take the charge that time. And Waita's at the line for two of them. Already knocked down 2 free throws in this game. Takes 3 dribbles with the left hand. Gets it set, lets it fly, and that one's too short that time. So still 21-17. They got a quick run to tie it up at 15 to start out this second quarter. Now 3:22 to go. They find themselves down by 4 and a chance for some free throws. And the second free throw no good again, but it's an offensive rebound and almost stolen back by St. Paul, but Crystal City's going to keep it. Here's Edwards with it in the right corner, trying to pass it off. Gets it back to Waiters, and now it is stolen away by St. Paul. Here's Durbin across the timeline, quickly up to her counterpart, who just subbed into the game. It goes, and a good bucket by Cements. Her first 2 points of the game, and it's stolen away by Cements. Looked like she was out of bounds, and Crystal City's going to have it back. Might turn into a 10-second violation. Instead, they get it across the timeline. Here is Waiters from the left elbow. Can't get it to go too short. Rebound saved back in bounds to St. Paul, and it's going back the other way for the Lady Giants. Here's Durbin quickly up. And a foul, and the bucket is good for Riley Petty. 2 more points for Petty, and she's going to be at the line for one of them. 2:49 to play, and St. Paul on top, 25-17. Couple of subs coming in. Is going to be number 33, Olivia Ayers. And Isabel Carroll getting set to come in for Riley Petty as long as she makes the free throw. Now an 8-point advantage for the Lady Giants. 2:49 to play in the first half. Petty at the line, takes a couple of low dribbles, takes a step to her right, and another couple dribbles. Gets it set, lets it fly. Off the glass, no good. Rebound on the ground, and now Crystal City picks it up. Quickly up to Edwards on the left wing. Crosses over, goes right side, almost tipped away, and now it is stolen away by Durbin at the timeline. Driving on with the left hand towards the basket. A lot of contact. She does get the call. Can't make the bucket, and Durbin will be at the line for a shot. Make that 2 shots. So it was turned over by Edwards, and then she compounded it with the fact that she fouled on the other end, her second foul. DeMazin getting set to check in for Crystal City. Durbin at the line for 2 of them. First one on the way, and that one is nothing but net. Durbin now with 8 points as Carroll checks in for Riley Petty. And Durbin will have another free throw coming up. 26-17, St. Paul extending their lead to 9. Second free throw off the left iron, no good. Rebound Crystal City, stolen back by Carroll. St. Paul has it. Durbin on the left side with the left hand, and it's good. Off the glass, laid it in, and gets her 5 points here in the second quarter, and a full timeout taken by Crystal City as head coach Ken Jones not liking what's going on right now. It's an 11-point lead with 2:26 to play in the first half for St. Paul. Back in a minute here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. You're listening to high school basketball.
Flex Equipment was founded as a family-owned and operated business, where it remains to this day. Known best for selling exceptional equipment such as Case IH, Hustler, Vermeer, Cub Cadet, Massey Ferguson, and many more. Flex Equipment is a proven company with certified technicians and customer service where you're more than just a number. Our certified technicians can diagnose, troubleshoot, repair, and maintain your equipment. Not just one color, but every color. Even if you don't purchase your equipment here, we can provide you with the best service available and the largest selection of parts. As the months turn colder, it's time to service your equipment. Get it ready for spring and summer. Winterize your equipment and tune up any equipment that you'll need over the winter. We do that here, and we do it well. If you're in the market for a new compact tractor, blades, whatever the need, see us here at Fliggs Equipment. Make us your first stop. Fliggs Equipment, Highway 32 in St. Genevieve, and on the Outer Service Road in Ludington. Online 24/7 at Fliggs.com. Fliggs Equipment. Let our family serve your family.
Out of the timeout, back here in St. Paul, 2:25 to play in the first half. It's an 11-point lead now for St. Paul, and now another turnover for Crystal City, and it's going back to St. Paul. About a three-quarter court pass. Tried to find the hands of Kate Gisenbeis, but it went through him and out of bounds. Now Durbin will have it for St. Paul at the other end on the offensive side. Here's Cements, top of the key. Inside, Carroll faces up, drives to the right side, gets tripped up, and that's going to be a blocking foul, and that is the 9th team foul now on Crystal City. So Isabel Carroll will be at the line for 2 of them. That foul is going to go on number 14, Frida Korshaw. So the first foul on her, and Carroll at the line for 1 in bonus. Carroll wearing the number 10 jersey, lines it up with the left hand, fires it away, and that one's in and out, no good, and the rebound, they're going to say there's a foul on the rebound. That foul is going to go on Olivia Ayers. That is going to be Ayers' second foul, and so the foul's starting to pile up for both sides. That is the 8th, make that 7th team foul, 8th team foul again, on St. Paul, and we're going to have 1 and 1 on the other side. 28-17, St. Paul on top by 11, 2:07 to play in the first half. Trying to figure out who should be shooting the free throws, as the foul is on the rebound, and they do figure it out, as Frida Korshaw will go to the line for a 1 in bonus. Crystal City tried sending a different player to the line, and Kate Gisenbeis. Instead, they're going to get Korshaw. Korshaw lines it up, lets it fly off the glass way too hard, no good. A lane violation is on Crystal City, and we're going back the other way. St. Paul gets it back after the lane violation. Korshaw just kind of laughing that one off after probably not too used to taking some free throws. St. Paul's up by 11, and they have the ball. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Durbin, top of the key. Looking right side, goes off to Ayers, looking down low, almost turned over, and it is thrown out of bounds, and it's going back the other way now to Crystal City. As checking back in for St. Paul is going to be Riley Petty, as she comes in for Olivia Ayers. So Crystal City now trying to go the full length of the court. They get it into Clemens. Clemens now into the backcourt, back to... they're going to get a foul now. That was Demazin with the ball. Got it quickly up to Gisenbeis. She got fouled, and that foul is going to go on Paige Ames. That's only her first. And now the 9th team foul on St. Paul is going to send Gisenbeis to the line for a 1 in bonus. Takes a couple of quick dribbles, fires it away off the front iron, no good. Rebound fought for a few people in there, and it's going to be another jump ball, and it's going the other way back to St. Paul now. Demazin shaking up a little bit. Got her finger caught in there, shaking it away and trying to get back after it. 28-17, St. Paul on top by 11, 1:45 to play in the first half. 9 team fouls on both sides. Here's Durbin, top of the key. 2-3 zone look for Crystal City down low. Now left side, Davis. Davis looking around, gets it off to Petty on the left wing. Back to Davis. Thought about taking the 3, now off to Durbin. Durbin spins around, stops short, now gets it down low to Carroll. Caught the ball, and they're going to call a foul. It's not going to matter if she was shooting or not because she's going to be at the line. It's a double bonus. That foul on 14. That's going to be Frida Korshaw's second foul. 11-point lead for St. Paul with Carroll at the line for 2 of them. Left-hand free throw on the way, and that one is good. Isabel Carroll gets her 3rd point of the ball game, had 2 of them in the first quarter. Now a 12-point advantage for the Lady Giants. Carroll, another free throw. High in the air, that one hits the front iron, rims out, rims no good. And Crystal City with the rebound. At the other end is Clemens on the right side, crosses over off the glass and gets it to fall. Clemens, a pretty move, finds her 5th point of the ball game, and a much-needed point for Crystal City. They're down by 10 now. Durbin at the other end, kicks it out. Davis chucks a 3 from the left side, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, though. But then it's thrown in the backcourt, and that's going to be a backcourt violation There's an offensive rebound for Paige Ames. Just threw it over the head of Holly Davis. And Crystal City is going to get it back again. Holly Davis standing at just 5'1", so pretty easy to throw it over her head. 29-19, St. Paul on top. 60 seconds to play here in the first half. Crystal City with the ball, and that's another travel on DeMazin. That's twice now that Ashley DeMazin has had the ball, holding it over her head and just kind of tippy-taps her toes. And she's got called for a travel. So we're going back the other way to St. Paul. Here's Durbin on the top of the key. Goes right side to Ames, looking down low to Petty, can't find it. 49 seconds, now they throw it over to the top to Petty, lost the handle on it, and Crystal City comes up with it, and then a foul as Gizenbeis tried to get a pass off. And now Gizenbeis is going to be sent to the line for 2 shots since it's a double bonus. That foul on Riley Petty, that is her 3rd foul. So Petty finds her 3rd foul with just 45 seconds to go here in the first half. 29-19, St. Paul on top by 10. And Gizenbeis will be at the line for 2 of them. Gizenbeis lines up her foot, takes 3 dribbles, fires it in the air, and rattles it in. Gizenbeis finds her 4th point of the second quarter here, and within 9 are the Lady Hornets. 29-20, 45 seconds remain here in the first half. 10 fouls apiece on both sides. Gizenbeis knocks them both. 5 points now for Kate Gizenbeis, the freshman on this Crystal City squad. 40 seconds to go. 29-21. Ken Jones getting into his squad, trying to get the energy up. Here's Davis left side for St. Paul. Takes a shot off the glass and gets the little runner to go. Nice little shot by Holly Davis. Finds her first 2 points. Back to a 10-point advantage, and that's going to be a violation on Crystal City. DeMazin stepped over the line as she tried to inbound it, and St. Paul's going to have it up by 10 with 26 seconds to go in the first half under their own basket. Durbin will take it out. Couple of back screens set, cutting through comes Ames with the left hand, can't get it to go, and Crystal City has the rebound with 22 seconds, and that's another travel. This time it's going on Mallory Bradley, who checked into the game. So now St. Paul back with it. 21 seconds to go, 10-point lead for St. Paul, trying to extend it here. If they can get a good offensive set. Durbin across the timeline, being guarded by DeMazin. And in the middle, it goes to Carroll. Carroll looking down low, passes it inside to Dietrich. Dietrich on the right corner. Durbin drives in, pulls it back out, dumps it off to Carroll down low. Left hand, no good. Gets her own rebound. Back up, no good again. Trying to fight for it is Davis. And now we got a jump ball. And I do believe it's going to go back the other way to Crystal City. It is. 3 seconds to go for Crystal City to try to get within 10. It's 31-21 right now. They're going to try to get it inside of that. They got to go full length of the court with 3 seconds. Thrown right in the middle to Paige Ames with 2 seconds. Out of bounds with 1 second. And it's going to stay with Crystal City. So now Crystal City has it a little bit closer to the basket with 1 second on the clock. DeMazin to take it out. Looking to pass it to someone with 1 second on the clock. Into the right corner it goes. Lost the handle. It was going to be a good look for Molly Clemens. Instead, the time runs out. 31-21. St. Paul on top by 10. As we get ready for our Midwest Sports Center halftime show, your Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy scoreboard committed to improving the health of their patients and positively impacting the communities they serve. Reads 31-21 at the half between St. Paul and Crystal City. We'll be back here for the Midwest Sports Center halftime show for some stats and analysis in a minute. Stay with us on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Eating good in the neighborhood at Applebee's sounds so good, doesn't it? Hi, I'm Amy Cousins, General Manager of Applebee's in Farmington. You and a friend can start with 2 side salads or an appetizer to share, then choose any 2 full-size entree from the 2 for $20 dinner lunch menu. Or pick 2 items to create your own combo meal from the classic or signature lunch combo menu. Soups, salads, chicken feet, a roll-up, clubhouse grill, or chicken tenders. There's so much to choose from, and it's all under $10. Dine in or call it in. Applebee's on Cars Boulevard in Farmington.
Rolling hills, wooded forest, pasture, crops. If you've ever dreamed of having a place of your own in the country, we can help. So get back to your roots and back to the country with a fixed rate loan from First State Community Bank and our partner, Farmer Mac. We'll work hard to find the right financing for your recreational property. See the team today or visit fscb.com for more information. First State Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome to the Midwest Sports Center Halftime Show on Regional Radio.
This is Josh Harris, the owner of Midwest Sports Center in Farmington. Remember, for all of your on-the-road, off-the-road, or on-the-water fun, come and see us, Midwest Sports Center in Farmington.
Midwest Sports Center Halftime Show. Stop by, see Josh and the gang at Midwest Sports Center today on Walker Drive in Farmington. Kawasaki, Suzuki, Polaris, Can-Am, Spider, and Sea-Doo. Like them on Facebook or shop them online at Midwest Sports Center. On the road, off the road, or in the water, Midwest Sports Center has it all.
Now to Durbin, tipped away, Crystal City, 2 seconds. St. Paul trying to get a shot off. Durbin has it, takes a three at the buzzer, and rattles it in! Briley Durbin at the buzzer knocks down a triple, and St. Paul leads it 15-7 after the first quarter. Well, that was how the first quarter ended, and St. Paul was on top 15-7, and then really an onslaught put on by Crystal City. They started off with an 8-0 run of their own to get out to 15. It was tied at 15, but then it was all St. Paul after that. And that brings us to our halftime score of 31-21. Welcome into the Midwest Sports Center halftime show. I'm Jacob Vincent as Chase Sellers is back in the studio, turning the dials, bringing you the sights and sounds of St. Paul and Crystal City. And we thank you all for tuning in on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. Our online sponsor today. You can listen to this and all of our games online at mymoinfo.com. Courtesy of Coles Tractor and Equipment in Farmington, home of the LS Tractors. Lead the herd. Don't just follow. Coles Tractor and Equipment, Highway 32 in Farmington. Your halftime score 31-21 as the St. Paul Lady Giants are led by Briley Durbin in that first half with 10 points, 5 apiece in each quarter, and some good play from her. You heard that three-pointer at the end of the first quarter. That capped off an 8-0 run of their own to end that first quarter and go up 15-7. Now up by 10 after a good end of the second quarter as well, and going on a little bit more of a run. Riley Petty has 9 points for the St. Paul Lady Giants, second on the team, and then 4 other players make that 5 other players have scored outside of Durbin and Petty. So a lot of scoring here and a lot of variety for the offensive attack for the Lady Giants, and head coach Andy Sherrill. We'll just go on down the line. Isabel Carroll with 3 points. Hallie Davis has 2 of them. Going on down, Molly Cements has 2, and Paige James with 2, and then Olivia Ayers with 3, and that brings us to the total of 31. For Crystal City, they have 21 points, and not as many people have scored. Only 2 of them scored in that first quarter after they had 7 points, Molly Clemens and Anna Waiters. And then in the second quarter, Waiters kind of turned it on a little bit. She finished with 8 points at the half, Clemens with 5 of them, and Kate Gisenbeis found all 5 of her points in that second quarter. The freshman here for Crystal City, 3 points for Ashley DeMazin. But really it's been a story of turnovers for both sides, and especially Crystal City. St. Paul's up by 10 right now, and a lot of points off turnovers for St. Paul. And the full court pressure has really been hounding Crystal City. But even when they get into their half court, the Lady Hornets are struggling to move the ball around, get good offensive attacks. We've seen a few lazy turnovers off the hands of Ashley DeMazin, who just holds the ball over her hand and kind of shuffles her feet a little bit. It turns into a traveling violation and goes the other way. But the bright point for Crystal City is if they can clean up those turnovers, they've shown that they can play with St. Paul in this game. They've tied it up at 15, and they've gotten closer here in the second quarter before pulling away was St. Paul at the end of that second quarter, and they get it back out to a 10-point lead. Still a pretty good half from the Crystal City Lady Hornets, 3-12 on the season, and just trying to get some confidence going into the end of the season. And they're going to try to do that here against St. Paul. On the other side of the ball, St. Paul just has to keep doing what they're doing. They're playing some pretty good basketball and limit those turnovers as well, as many teams can do. But they're doing a great job defensively. They're rebounding the ball well. And 10-point lead right now for St. Paul. We'll take a short break. Be back with some more analysis here on the Midwest Sports Center halftime show. Stay tuned in to the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Gateway Motors in Fredericktown, Missouri invites you to come on down and let us help you find your next vehicle. Purchasing a car, SUV, or truck can be an overwhelming experience. The Gateway crew will help you find the right vehicle for your personal or family needs. We offer 24-month or less, no-interest loans for qualified buyers. Come on down to 509 Lincoln Drive and let us help you find a reliable vehicle that fits your wallet.
With
With the new year comes the resolution to living a healthier lifestyle. You're on your way when you put Farm Fresh Prairie Farms dairy products on your family's table. Wholesome, delicious dairy products like yogurt and cottage cheese, sour cream dips, and milk. Prairie Farms is farmer-owned and has delivered to your local grocer since 1938. Add Prairie Farms to your breakfast, lunch, or dinner table and be on your way to a healthier new year. Prairie Farms, dedicated farmers, happy cows, and good milk. The Doe Run Company, providing the minerals and metals we need to power our future.
Have you ever misplaced your debit card and worried while you try to find it? Hi, Paul Hale here at New Era Bank, and our new app offers Secure Swipe. Secure Swipe allows you to turn your debit card on or off from the convenience of your cell phone. While your card is off, you have the safety of knowing that no one can access your account from your debit card. Download our new app today and get this and many other new features. Call or visit any of our locations to get more information, or visit our website at www.newerabank.com. New Era Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Brad Smith at Lucas Smith Chrysler Center, your local home of the no bull deal. The word local, you've heard the phrase shop local, buy local, but do you really think exactly what that means? When you shop here at Lucas Smith, you put your trust in the hands of all of my employees who also eat, play, work, live, and shop local. Jefferson County is their home too. Why drive for miles when you can buy what's right here in your backyard? All we ask at Lucas Smith Chrysler is to give us the chance to earn your business. Please shop local, and remember, Lucas Smith Chrysler Center in Festus.
Back here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream, Jacob Vincent with you. Jay Sellers back in the studio, turning the dials, bringing you the sights and sounds of St. Paul and Crystal City. Crystal City 3-12 on the season, taking on the Lady Giants of the home St. Paul in Farmington here, who are 10-9, trying to get to 12 wins for the first time in program history, and a winning record as well. They're up 31-21 right now, well on their way to that 11th win on the season, and still a good amount of games left for them to get to those 12 wins, possibly 13, and who knows, maybe even some more. And you heard head coach Andy Sherrill talk about how they might try to disrupt some things come district time, and they do have a very tough opponent in their district with the South Iron Lady Panthers, who we've seen quite a bit here on regional radio. I got to see them play in the Black River League tournament, one of the best games I've ever seen in high school girls basketball between Ellington and South Iron. Ellington came out on top of that one, and it was a go-ahead bucket with about 20 seconds to go, and that will for sure be a fun one if St. Paul can make it there and take on South Iron. And on the boys' side, they got a pretty good team as well. Not to mention a lot of games going on tonight right here. We got St. Paul and Crystal City, the first of two. Girls basketball right now, and then boys basketball, a doubleheader right after this one concludes. We'll have the pregame, the Fleets Equipment pregame show, and we'll get right into the boys matchup right here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. Going on right now on KJEF as well is Grandview at Jefferson. That is also a doubleheader of girls and boys action. And starting here in about 6 minutes over on J98 girls basketball, West County taking on Arcadia Valley. Brandon Pavlina on the call for that. Also here in about 6 minutes over on KREI girls basketball, Farmington at St. Genevieve. Chad Speaker has the call for that one. That's a look at your Hearing Care Partners broadcast schedule. You're listening to the Midwest Sports Center halftime show here in Farmington at St. Paul Lutheran School, as they're taking on Crystal City. 30 seconds remain here on the clock as we get ready for this second half. 31-21, says your Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy scoreboard. And we will be joined by both head coaches for our Home Pools and Spas post-game show. We'll hear from both of them after the win or the loss for either side, and we'll see what they have to say from their team's performances. And right after our post-game show concludes, take a short break and get right into the pregame show for the boys matchup, which will start right after this one concludes. It's a 10-point advantage for St. Paul as we get ready for the second half here. And Crystals to make that. St. Paul will have the ball going from right to left on your radio dial or whatever device you're listening on. Here is St. Paul on offense. Durbin, top of the key, drives in right side, kicks it back out to Ames. Ames into the high post that goes to Carroll. Now back outside, Holly Davis. Find Ames again, top of the key. Durbin's going to fire a three from the right side, and she cashes it. Quick start for Briley Durbin. Had 10 points in that first half. Finds her first three here in the second. 34-21, the Lady Giants on top. Crystal City breaking the press pretty easily that time. Back at the other end it goes. Eisenbeis can't get it to go off the glass. No good. And St. Paul will have it back on the offensive attack. Davis will come across the timeline right over the St. Paul emblem. Here is Durbin. On the 10-foot attacking volleyball line, into the high post, it goes to Carroll on the free throw line. Quickly down low to Ames with the left hand, can't get it to go. Rebound fought for. Carroll has it, off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound for Petty, and she missed it. Carroll's there again, gets her own rebound again, and finally gets it back up and in. So after about 4 or 5 chances for St. Paul, they finally get it at the end of it, and Carroll finds herself 2 points. 36-21 now, St. Paul on top. Talked about at the halftime how Crystal City is going to have to try to limit the turnovers and get some points on the board, and now we get a foul here early as this one's going to go on Durbin. That's just going to be her second foul. So 2 fouls on Durbin, foul trouble for St. Paul. Riley Petty has 3 of them, and Olivia Ayers with 2 of them. 36-21, St. Paul on top by 15. 6.5 to play here in the third quarter. Crystal City inbounds it to Eisenbeis. Eisenbeis drives in right side, pulls it back out top of the key. DeMazin takes a triple, and that one got tipped. A whistle, and they're going to call a foul. One ref called it a block on the right side, and the far side ref from behind called it a foul, and that one's going to go on Durbin. And that's got a crucial call because that's going to be Briley Durbin's third foul. 36-21, 6:34 to play in the third quarter. And at the line is Durbin. Make that DeMazin. And that one's in and out, no good, off the hands of Ashley DeMazin. Third foul on Briley Durbin, so has to be careful, especially here in this third quarter. DeMazin will try to do it again. Second free throw up, and that one is good. She did take a 3, so she gets one more coming. 1 of 1 so far. That is the 4th point of the ball game for DeMazin. Takes dribble, fires it in the air, rattles out, no good, out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Crystal City under the basket. Hit St. Paul last. Ricocheting off their hands, and Crystal City will have it. DeMazin will take it out. 36-22, 6:33 to play here. DeMazin under the basket, looking in, looking around. Now goes on the baseline towards the left side to Clemens. Clemens looking around. Gets it off to Waters. Between the circles, goes right side. 6:25 to play, into the high post. Right side, Waits. Takes a jumper from the right side. Can't get it to go. And St. Paul with the rebound. 14-point lead for the Lady Giants. Durbin at the other end. Top of the key, crosses over left side. Looking to pass off now. Finds Holly Davis. Davis drives in. Runner in the lane. No good. Rebound to Crystal City. And stolen back by Davis. Davis looking down low. Couldn't get the pass off. Now trying to pass it away. Good defense here by Crystal City. And that's going to be a tied ball as Kylie Waters tied it up for Crystal City, and the Hornets are going to get it back. 6:01 to play, 36-22, St. Paul on top by 14. Hornets looking to get it in. Quickly inbound it to Waters, stolen away by Davis again. Up to Durbin. Durbin taping it to the glass, off the glass and good. And Briley Durbin quickly has 5 points here in the third quarter. 7 of them now total for St. Paul in this third quarter, 38-22, and it's going to be a jump ball again. And Davis was in there again, tying it up. Davis doing a lot here on the defensive side of the ball on the full court pressure, tying the ball up, stealing it away. That time she ties it up. St. Paul's going to have it out under the basket. So Briley Durbin will take it out for St. Paul. Quickly inbound it to Carroll with the left hand. Can't get it to go too strong, and Waters picks it up for Crystal City, and now Davis is going to get called for the foul. That's just going to be the second one on Holly Davis. And the first, make that third team foul on St. Paul. It's a 16-point advantage for St. Paul. Crystal City on the far sideline at midcourt looking to get it in. Find Eisenbeis. Now right side, it's stolen away by Davis again. Durbin across the timeline, looking down, pulls up from 17 feet and banks it in. Durbin now 7 points here in the third quarter. She's got 17 of them. Mazin inbounds it to Waits. Waits goes up the left side, dribbling with the left hand, still on the left wing. Now on the offensive side, lost the handle on it, and Waters has it in the corner. Asking for the trap or the St. Paul coaching staff. Now they get it to Waits down low, goes up with the shot, gets blocked, and they're going to call a foul. And that will send Annie Waits to the line for 2 of them. 40-22, St. Paul on top by 18. Waits will be at the line for 2 of them. 5:09 to play here in the third quarter. First free throw up and in as that one rattles in. Sub coming in for St. Paul is going to be Riley Dietrich. Dietrich comes in for the other Riley and Petty. And Petty will take a rest on the bench as that foul was on Petty, and that is her 4th. Second free throw good again for Waits. Has knocked down a few of them here today. 40-24 now, and it's a 16-point advantage for St. Paul. Durbin on the right side. Now on the right wing it goes to Dietrich into the right corner. Pulls it back out. Tried to pass it off to Durbin. Now she does find her. Drives in. Thought about pulling up. Into the high post it goes to Carroll. Carroll faces up, looking down low to Paige Ames. She goes up with the left hand and lays it in. Pretty move from Paige Ames. Had the defender on her back. Spun out of it and laid it in off the glass. 42-24. And the Lady Giants on top. Demazin at the other end. Drives it to the right baseline. And a quick pass over to Waits. And she lays it in with the left hand. And a 30-second timeout call. Head coach Ken Jones of Crystal City. Annie Waits finds her 12th point of the ball game. And I'll take a very short break. Back in 30 seconds here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Hi, welcome to the UPS store.
Yeah, I'd like to ship this package.
Great, I can help you with that and every other ing.
Did you just say every other ing?
Printing, packing, copying, faxing, freighting, any ing your small business needs.
Shredding.
Yep.
Mailboxing.
Uh-huh.
Notarizing?
That too.
Wow, that's really some ing.
Now you're getting it.
The UPS store. Every ing for small business. And of course, shipping.
Hi, this is Jim, owner of the UPS store in Festus. See us now at our new location at 650 North Creek Drive next to Tiger Express Car Wash.
4:34 to go here in the third quarter, I should say. 42-26 the score with St. Paul on top of Crystal City. The Lady Hornets visiting the Lady Giants here in Farmington. Lady Hornets 3-12 on the season, and the Giants 10-9. Heard head coach Andy Sherrill talk about how he's trying to get one of the best records of all time, really, for St. Paul girls basketball here this season. He knows they have a good team, and he thinks this is going to be a good game to try to get to that 11th win. Here's a shot down low to Paige Ames. She's going to be fouled as she went up for it, and she's going to be at the line for 2 of them now. That foul on number 31, Jillian Schubert. Her first for Crystal City. Ames at the line. Rocks back, fires it away, and that one off the back iron, no good. 42-26, St. Paul on top by 16. 4:19 to play in the third quarter. Ames rocking back again, firing it up in the air. High arcing shot, doesn't catch anything, goes out of bounds, and it will go back to Crystal City. So still a 16-point advantage for St. Paul. And 4:19 to play here in the third quarter. Crystal City will bring it across the timeline. Waters top of the key, looking left side, tipped away by Durbin. Crystal City picks it back up. Waters has it again on the 10-foot attacking volleyball line. Fakes a pass inside, goes right side to Mazin. Back top of the key now. Into the left corner it goes. Shot coming from Waters, no good, and Ames is there. St. Paul bringing it back up. Ames with the ball on the left wing, and that is going to be a travel. Ames didn't pass it off in time, walked with it before she did, and Crystal City is now going to have it back. Under 4 to play here in the third quarter, 42-26. St. Paul on top. And Crystal City will have the ball. Here's Schubert. She goes right side to Mazin. Mazin driving into the right side, lost the handle on it, got it tipped away and gets it back. Now in the right corner it goes to Eisenbein. And she got fouled in the process. Eisenbeis, I should say. And that foul going on St. Paul on Paige Ames, just her second. Now Crystal City takes it out under the basket. Demazin inbounds it to Waits, takes the left-handed jumper and a foul inside. And that foul on St. Paul as well. Molly Cements with the foul, and Waits is going to be at the line for 2 of them now. So this is what Crystal City needs. The clock stopped and some points on the board, and Waits has been the one to do it so far, but she misses the free throw that time. And she'll have a second one coming up. Waits takes 3 dribbles with the left hand, gets it set, lets it fly, and that one's good that time. Waits finds her 5th point of the third quarter. She's got 13 now for Crystal City, the leading scorer. 42-27, 3:38 to play in the third quarter. Here's Ames facing up, driving in, left-handed scoop shot, no good, and the rebound to Waits for Crystal City. CC going the other way. Waits pulls it up, looking for a guard, finds Demazin. Now right side it goes to Edwards. She brings it across towards the top of the key, goes left side, inside of the high post to Waits. Got it blocked away by Carroll, but it's brought back by Crystal City. Back out, 3 ball coming. That one's no good, a little too deep, and the rebound to Paige Ames for St. Paul. 3:08 to play in the third quarter. St. Paul with the ball. Durbin driving in left side with the left hand. Stop short of the block, goes up with the right hand, can't get it to go. Carroll the rebound, kicks it back out. A shot fake from Dietrich, and she's going to pull it back out and reset the offense. Finds Cements, top of the key, inside of the high post. Paige Ames looks left side. Durbin wide open for 3, fires it and knocks it down. Riley Durbin, 3 more of them. She's got 10 here in the third quarter and 20 on the game. 45-27. St. Paul on top. 2.5 to play in the third quarter. Into the high post it goes, stolen away by St. Paul. Durbin with it across the timeline on the right side. She'll bring it towards the top of the key. Now go back right side. Pulls up her dribble. Off to Ames, facing up, driving in. Left hand, gets fouled. And that foul is going to go on Abby Edwards. That's going to be her third. The foul was on the ground, so Durbin will take it out under the basket. The 16th foul, make that second team foul on Crystal City. St. Paul has 6 of them, so the next one will be one in bonus for Crystal City. 45-27, 2:22 to play here in the third quarter. St. Paul to take it out under the basket. Durbin looking around. Inbound it to Ames, turns around, goes up with the left hand, got fouled, can't make the shot, and she will be at the line for 2. That foul is going to go on Molly Clemens. That's going to be her second and the third team foul on Crystal City. 2:21 to play in the third quarter. 45-27, St. Paul on top. Ames at the line. First free throw, no good. Ames on the day so far, just 2 points. Had 2 of them in the first quarter. Make that 4 points. Has 2 of them in the first quarter and 2 of them here in this third quarter. Going to try to tack onto that. Spins it in her hand. Lets it fly high in the air, and she knocks it down. And Ames finds her third point of the third quarter now. 46-26, 2:20 to play here in the third. Crystal City back at the other end. 3 ball coming in and rattles in for Molly Clemens. 8-point game here for Clemens, 46-30. And St. Paul on top. A foul at the other end. Ref almost gets taken out as 3 players go down. Hopping back up as the referee, shaking up a little bit, but looks to be fine. Called the foul. And that foul on number 5, Kylie Waters, her second. 2:05 to play in the third quarter. The 4th team foul on Crystal City. Durbin will take it out for St. Paul under the basket. Looking inside, lost the handle on it, now inbounds it. Finds Dietrich. Dietrich looking around, finds Durbin. Step back 3 from the left side. That one's good again. Riley Durbin going off here in the third quarter. Got 13 third quarter points, 23 of them on the game. 49-30 the score, a 19-point advantage for St. Paul, and a foul on the baseline on St. Paul. That's going to be the 7th team foul. As that foul is going to be on Olivia Ayers. That's going to be Ayers' third foul, and that's going to send Waits to the line for 1 in bonus. As DeMazin checks back in for Crystal City. Waits bends down, takes a couple of dribbles, lets it fly on the first one, and knocks it down. Waits has been good from the line so far tonight, just missed a couple of them. She'll have the second one coming up here. 3 more dribbles, gets set, lets it fly, and that one's good again. Annie Waits having a very good game. 7 points here in the third quarter, and she's got 15 on the ball game. Isabel Carroll checking back into the lineup. 49-32, St. Paul on top by 17, under 2 to play here in the third quarter. Here's Durbin, top of the key, gets a screen from Cements. Now zips it back to her on the top, inside to Carroll, faces up, kicks it back outside to Ayers. Now back top of the key to Cements. Finds Durbin again with 1:31 to play in the third. Durbin takes a dribble to her left, off to Cements, into the corner, and it goes to Ayers, now into the post on the left baseline to Dietrich. Dietrich looking inside to Carroll, couldn't find it to her. Now goes top of the key into the high post. Durbin takes the jumper from 15, can't get it to go, and the rebound to Crystal City. Durbin trying to get to that 25th point, has 23 of them right now. There's Waits on the right baseline, drives in, gets fouled, and she's going to be at the line for 2. Head coach Ken Jones applauding the effort for Waits. She's having a phenomenal game so far. 15 points, 7 of them here in the third quarter, and a chance to tack on a couple extra. 65 seconds to play in the third. 49-32, St. Paul on top. First free throw is no good off the right side of the iron, and Holly Davis will check in for St. Paul forward Durbin, who has 3 fouls. And they're going to save her for the fourth quarter. Waits at the line for the second free throw. That one is good. And he waits now with 16 points for Crystal City. Ken Jones trying to get some energy into the defensive side for the Lady Hornets. 49-33, under a minute to play. Here's Cements, top of the key, reverses it left side to Ayers, looking down low to Carroll, backs down, kicks it back outside. Ayers, 3 ball, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds, and it's going to stay with St. Paul. 48 seconds on the clock, 49-33, and Cements will take it out. On the far sideline. Into the high post, it goes to Carroll, faces it over to Ayers, and it tips out of bounds. Too high of a pass off the hands of Ayers. And Crystal City will have it going back the other way now. Down 16, 44 seconds to play. Not insurmountable, but they definitely have to put together a pretty good run here. They've already gone on an 8-0 run to end the to start the second quarter, I should say, and they could use one of those here. Here's Eisenbeis in the middle. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound for Waits. Goes back up. No good. Rebound tipped around, and another offensive rebound, this time to Eisenbeis. A whistle. And I believe that's going to be a foul on St. Paul. It is. And it's going to be a blocking foul on Riley Dietrich, her second. And that is the 19th foul now on St. Paul. As the sub coming in is going to be Donnell Reese for St. Paul. Comes in for Dietrich. At the line is Eisenbeis for a 1 and bonus. Takes 3 dribbles. Lets it fly off the front iron, no good. The rebound to Carroll for St. Paul. 30 seconds to play in the third quarter, and it's thrown right out of bounds. Carroll trying to go a little too quickly, try to find Holly Davis, threw it in front of her and out of bounds at midcourt. And Crystal City will now have it back on the far sideline. 27.6 on the clock, 16-point advantage. Here's Clemens, now inside to Waits, facing up. Left-handed hook shot is blocked by Carroll, and Ayers picks it up. Davis now across the timeline, top of the key. Looking inside with 16 seconds. Now off to Ayers on the right side. Inside to Reese. Reese looking around, back out to Ayers. 10 seconds. Inside Carroll. Drives in with the left hand off the glass. Can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound. Tips out of bounds. And it's going to go back to Crystal City with 4 seconds on the clock exactly. 49-33. Crystal City trying to end this third quarter well. 1 second. And can't get a shot off. Good defense by Davis. Some tough defense. Ken Jones wanted a foul call, but he's not going to get it. And the third quarter score is going to read 49-33 with St. Paul on top as we head to the fourth right here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
In 1973, Comtree was established to meet a great need through opening a halfway house. The spark of meeting residents' needs continues to reignite in 2019. We've expanded our services to become the mental health safety net of Jefferson County while offering nationally recognized dental care and primary care. We invite you to join the Comtree family tree. Call 877-COMTREE or visit us online at comtree.org to schedule an appointment. Welcome to our family tree.
This is Dr. Karen Melton at Hearing Care Partners. We hope you don't miss a single thing this sports season. Stop by for a free hearing screening so you'll hear every play and the person sitting right next to you. One of the best parts of the game is chatting with old friends and making new ones. We wish all our local players a safe and healthy sports season. It's Hearing Care Partners. Find us online at hearingcarepartners.com.
Fourth quarter action coming your way right here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. St. Paul taking on the visiting Crystal City Lady Hornets. The Hornets coming in 3-12 on the season. St. Paul 10-9. 49-33 the score right now. St. Paul on top. Waits inside. Can't get it to go, but she is going to be at the line again for 2 shots. Doing a great job drawing fouls and knocking down free throws. And that foul is going to be on Paige Ames. That's going to be her third. And at the line is going to go Waits again. So Waits, the lefty, takes a couple of dribbles, lets it fly, and gets that one to rattle in. Finds the first point of the fourth quarter, had 15 through 3 of them, but got outdone by Briley Durbin. Had 13 points alone in the third quarter, 23 on the game. And second free throw is good again from Waits. Now 17 for Annie Waits, 7:50 to play in the game, 49-35 the score. St. Paul now with the ball. Durbin, top of the key, steps back, dumps it inside. Petty looking around. Durbin fires the three. Can't get it to go. On the right baseline it goes, out of bounds, and it's going back to Crystal City. Good defensive set there for Crystal City that time. They're going to try to cut into the lead a little bit more. Down 14 right now. Crystal City can string together a little bit of a run here, get it within 10, make things a little interesting. Here's Waters, right side, waits, takes the jumper, can't get it to go. Rebound to St. Paul, Petty with it. Finds Durbin on the right side, outlets it to her, and she comes across the timeline and slows it up. 40 seconds gone here in the fourth quarter. 49-35, and the Lady Giants on top and with the ball. Here's Davis on the left wing. Davis looking around, will drive towards the left baseline, pull it back out. Durbin from 17 feet takes the shot and knocks it down. 25 now for Briley Durbin. 51-35 the score, and St. Paul still on top. And it's almost stolen away, but now a three ball coming from Clemens. That one's no good. Offensive rebound for DeMazin, goes back up and in. And Ashley DeMazin finds her 6th point of the ball game, and a full timeout taken by Crystal City. 6:51 to play in the fourth quarter, 51-37 the score, and Crystal City takes a timeout. We'll take one, too, right here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Whatever your educational goals are, you can achieve them at Jefferson College. With caring faculty, convenient locations, and award-winning academic programs, your future is Jefferson College's focus. To learn more, call 636-797-3000 or visit jeffco.edu for a complete list of degrees and programs. Enroll now.
For higher education, for higher expectations, Jefferson College, Jefferson College.
Well, let's check in with Josh Harris now at Midwest Sports Center in Farmington, Poplar Bluff, and Festus. And Josh, I understand the selection of off-road, on-the-road, or on-the-water vehicles is really great right now.
Yeah, you know what? This time of year we try and stock up, Mark, and get ready for the riding season. But right now they've got huge rebates out, rebates up to $3,000 on select products. Stop in and see us. We have 3 great locations to serve you. If you're up north, we've got it at Festus and Farmington, now in Poplar Bluff.
$6:51 to play here in the fourth quarter. St. Paul breaking the press of Crystal City. Durbin at the other end, all the way to the basket. The right hand is good off the glass and make it 27 for Briley Durbin right out of the Crystal City timeout. 53-37, St. Paul on top. 6:35 to play in the game. Abby Edwards takes a jumper, gets fouled in the process by Holly Davis. Missed the shot, and Edwards will be at the line for 2 of them. So that foul on Davis is going to be her 3rd. And now Edwards at the line. Takes a couple of dribbles, fires it away, hits the back iron, and jumps out, and no good from Edwards. 6:32 to play in the game, and these are what Crystal City needs if they're going to get back into it. Edwards at the line, another couple dribbles, fires it away, no good again, and Paige Ames with the rebound for St. Paul. Durbin will bring it across the timeline on the right side, towards the top of the key, now looking inside of the high post to Petty, back out to Ames, top of the key, Durbin fires it from the free throw line, no good, offensive rebound for Petty, back up, no good. Rebound fought for on the right baseline and picked up by Molly Clemens. Clemens will bring it across the timeline for Crystal City with 6:09 to play. Into the high post to Waits. Waits faces up, drives in left hand, no good. Got fouled in the process. And she's going to be at the line again for 2 shots. So Waits just hounding down low, getting some buckets, getting some rebounds, and really drawing a lot of fouls, as that is the 5th foul now on Riley Petty. Riley Petty fouls out, and coming back into the game is Isabel Carroll. 53-37, Waits at the line for 2 free throws with 6:05 to play. Waits, first one is off the front iron, no good. Couple of subs coming in, Dietrich back in for St. Paul, and Corshawn in for Crystal City. 6:05 to play, 53-37, Waits at the line again. Fires it away with the left hand, and it rattles in. And she's got 3 points here in the 3rd quarter, just 5 of them so far for Crystal City. 18, though, for Annie Waits. Here's Davis on the right side. 5:59 to play. Durbin has it now for St. Paul on the top of the key. Being guarded by DeMazin. Man-to-man defense for Crystal City this time. As they jumped out of that 2-3 zone. Here's Dietrich left side. Goes into the corner, pulls it back out. St. Paul looking around. Carroll inside, facing up into a double team. Back out Dietrich. Finds Durbin. She'll drive in on DeMazin. Pull it back out down low. Carroll goes in with the left shoulder, up with the left hand, can't get it. Offensive rebound, back up, no good for Ames. A rebound and a jump ball. 5:32 to play. Jump ball is the call, and it will stay with St. Paul under the basket. Durbin will take it out. Looking inside, can't find it. Finds Dietrich, I should say. Cutting towards the right block. Can't make it, but she is fouled, and she'll be at the line. Foul on number 14, Frida Korshant, her third. And Dietrich will be at the line for 2 shots. 53-38 the score, 5.5 to play. 10 team fouls on St. Paul, 5 of them on Crystal City. First free throw on the way, and that one's off the back iron, no good. So coming in for Crystal City will be Eisenbeiss. Come in for Korshant, who just picked up her 3rd foul. St. Paul trying to improve to 11-9 on the season. 53-38, 5.5 to play at the line. Free throw coming, and that one's no good off the hands of Dietrich. Going back the other way goes Crystal City. Molly Clemens all the way to the basket. Right hand scoop shot, no good. Rebound to Davis, and picked back up by Dietrich for St. Paul. Riley Durbin comes over to get it, and a travel. They call it on Durbin. Said she grabbed the ball and forgot to put it on the ground first and ran with it. 53-38, 5:18 to play. Crystal City back with it right at half court. Set a screen for Edwards, looking to get it in. They throw it in the back court to Edwards. Edwards looking around now, trying to find a Mazin, and that's going to be another walk going the other way. 53-38, 5:14 to play in the game, and another turnover for Crystal City. Head coach Ken Jones not too happy about that one. Here's Durbin with it for St. Paul on the left side. Being guarded by 2 defenders. Now inside. Right side off to Davis. Takes the jumper from 10 feet. Can't get it to go on the rebound to Abby Edwards. Edwards picks it up. Going to try to throw it up to DeMazin. Throws it straight to St. Paul. 5 minutes to play. Durbin with it. Top of the key. Drives in to the basket. Right hand, and it's good. And Durbin now with 6 points here in the 4th quarter. She's got 29. One away from a 30-piece. 55-38. 4:44 to play. Edwards, inside high post, waits, drives in, left hand, trying to get it on the opposite block to Eisenbeiss, but threw it over her head. And St. Paul is going to get it back as Waters checks back in for Crystal City and cements back in for St. Paul. 4.5 to play, 4:38 to be exact, 55-38 the score. As St. Paul had to go into a hallway and get the ball, and they're going to close the door and make sure it doesn't go in there anymore. Paige Ames will trigger it in. They find Durbin in the backcourt, right in the middle. In the lane, back to Ames, back to Durbin on the right side. She'll dribble it up now with 4.5. Across the timeline towards the top of the key, reaching in goes DeMazin. Tried to get the steal, but couldn't do it. Foul on DeMazin is going to be her first. Now the 16th foul on Crystal City, and St. Paul will take it out. Inbound it to Durbin at half court. Although she drives through the right side, pulls it out, top of the key, passes off Cements. 4:20 to play in the game. Tipped away by Clemens. Clemens will now take it for Crystal City at the other end. And they're going to call a blocking foul on Cements. And that is going to be her second. Good drive by Clemens, good steal by her as well. And Clemens will be at the line for 2 of them. Molly Clemens so far in the night at 3 points in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third. Pretty consistent. 8 of them so far in the game, and she'll have a couple of free throws right here. First free throw off the right iron, no good. It bounces out. 4:16 to play, 55-38 the score. St. Paul on top. Clemens at the line for the second free throw. Takes a couple dribbles, lets it fly. That one will rattle in for Clemens as she finds her 9th point of the ball game. Now back at the other end it goes. Here's Ames with the left hand off the glass, and it's good. Good transition offense for St. Paul. Makes it 57-39, 4:03 to play. Crosses it over. DeMazin on the right side now for Crystal City. The whistle, and out of bounds, and it will stay with Crystal City under the basket. Coming back into the game is Jillian Schubert for Waters. 3:55 to play now, 57-39 the score. Into the left corner it goes. Now down low to Waits. Waits trying to face up, goes up high off the glass. Not a good shot. And it's going back the other way for St. Paul. Ames across the timeline on the left side. Tap the key to Durbin. 3:40 to play. Cements on the left wing. Now Durbin will drive right side, being guarded tightly by Schubert. Down low to Ames with the left hand off the glass, and it's good. Paige Ames, a strong drive, finds her 4th point of the 4th quarter, and now 9 of them on the game. Here's Schubert right side, off to Clemens. She's going to fire a triple, and that one's too hard. And St. Paul with the rebound. We'll inbound it to Durbin. 3:13 to play now in the game. Durbin, top of the key, drives in towards the left side. Off to Ames, takes the jumper. That one's no good, and Damasin with the rebound for Crystal City. 3 minutes to play, a 20-point lead for St. Paul. Into the high post, it goes to Eisenbeis. Down low to Clemens, goes into a defender. Trying to get a shot off into 2 defenders, out of bounds, and it will stay with Crystal City after the block. A sub coming in is Danelle Reese for St. Paul and Abby Edwards for Crystal City. Isabel Carroll will go take a rest on the bench. Under 3 to play here in St. Paul. St. Paul on top by a comfortable margin of 20, make it 18 after the quick inbounds, and a timeout by Crystal City. A good basket off the hands of Kate Eisenbeis, her 7th of the ball game. We'll take a short break. 2:47 to play here. 59-41 the score. You're listening to high school basketball on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
You can enjoy a hot tub year-round, but nothing beats slipping into a hot tub when it's chilly out. Hi, I'm Megan Osbar, manager of Home Pools and Spas in Leadington. When you invest in a hot tub, you're investing in relaxation and therapy for your family. We can get you and your family into a new hot tub, and we can service your existing hot tub. Any brand, model, or year. Find us online at homepoolsandspas.net and on the outer road just south of the Leadington exit.
Back here in Farmington on the campus of St. Paul Lutheran School. The Lady Giants taking on the Lady Hornets, 3-12 on the season. Giants 10-9, looking to improve to 11-9 and trying to get one of their best records in school history. 59-41, they're up right now by 18 with just 2:47 to play. And looks like they're well on their way to victory. Looking ahead at the schedule for the Lady Giants, they will take on Meadow Heights coming up on February 7th at 6 o'clock. And then 3 road games to end the year at Lutheran South, at Kingston, and at Bismarck. And they have a lot of chances to get to those 12 wins, which you heard head coach Andy Sherrill talk about in the pregame interview. We'll hear from him as well as Coach Jones after this game concludes. And then we'll get right into the Fleets Equipment pregame show of the boys matchup right here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream coming up after this one concludes. 2:40 to play, and St. Paul with the ball. Durbin on the right wing. Looking to pass off, into the corner it goes, and a timeout. 2:34, just the 32nd one here for St. Paul, and we'll keep it right here and go through a few of our sponsors that we'd like to thank. Alpha Media of Farmington encourages you to stop by these fine businesses and thank them for making this broadcast possible. Applebee's in Farmington, Coles Tractor and Equipment in Farmington, Comtree in Festus, the Doe Run Company in Park Hills, Fleegs Equipment in Leadington and St. Genevieve, Gateway Motors in Fredericktown, Gateway Region YMCA in St. Louis, Gilster Mary Lee in Perryville, Herring Care Partners in Farmington, Home Pools and Spas in Leadington, Jefferson College in Hillsboro, Lucas Smith in Festus, Midwest Sports Center in Farmington, and Mineral Area College in Park Hills. Go ahead and head out to those fine businesses and thank them for making this broadcast possible. Out of the timeout, St. Paul with it under the basket. Durbin looking to get it in and throwing it high for Cements, who comes out to get it. Durbin on the right side, runs into a defender, pulls it back out. Now she drives in right baseline towards the basket, goes up with a shot, somehow almost got it to go, gets her own rebound, fight for it on the ground, and it's going to be a jump ball, and it's going the other way to Crystal City. 59-41 the score, 2:24 to play, and Crystal City back with it. 10 team fouls on St. Paul already, so any foul is going to be a double bonus here for Crystal City. On the right side, it goes to Schubert, into the right baseline to Waits. Now down low, Eisenbeis blocked away by Ames, and Eisenbeis will get it back. Out to Waits, fakes a shot, drives in with the left hand, in and out, no good. On rebound, back up, no good. Eisenbeis had a handle on it and tipped it out of bounds, and it's going to go back the other way to St. Paul with 2:06 to play, as Olivia Ayers will check back in with 3 fouls. And Paige Ames will take a rest on the bench. St. Paul go the length of the court. Full court pressure here from Crystal City. Dietrich has it off to Durbin. Durbin with 29 points on the left wing. 1:55 to play. Drives in off the glass. It's good, but they're going to call a travel before the shot. Would have been 31 for Briley Durbin. 59-41 the score, and it's going back the other way. 1:53 to play. A couple of subs coming in here for St. Paul. Number 12 and number 14, Samantha Pemberton and Hannah Davis. And Briley Durbin will check out with 29 points. 1:50 to play. In the left corner it goes to DeMazin. And that's an air ball three. Eisenbeis is there to clean it up though. 2 points good for Kate Eisenbeis. And she's got 4 here in the fourth quarter and a turnover by St. Paul. 59-43 the score. 1:41 to play. A sub coming in for Crystal City will be Molly Clemens. Clemens will take it out. Flat three look on the baseline for St. Paul. They inbound it to Clemens. Wide open on the right side for three. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound for Edwards. Back up and in. Abby Edwards finds her first 2 points of the ball game late in the fourth quarter, and it's now a 14-point advantage. Almost another turnover. St. Paul still trying to cross the timeline. And they do. Olivia Ayers on the right side for the Lady Giants. Off to Pemberton, and another travel, that time on Pemberton of St. Paul, and it's going back the other way for Crystal City. Step coming in is going to be Holly Davis. 1:20 to play, 59-45 the score. St. Paul on top, Crystal City with the ball. Clemens across the timeline, goes right side. Edwards faces up, pulls it back out towards the top of the key, now finds DeMazin. In the corner it goes to Clemens again. Back top of the key, Edwards will take a couple dribbles with the right hand, being hounded by Holly Davis. Off to Molly Clemens, now right side to Mazin. Drives into the right baseline, almost runs into her own player. Almost stolen away by Davis, and out of bounds it goes. That being Hannah Davis, got a hand in there, goes out of bounds, and Crystal City will keep it. 59.5 on the clock, 59-45 the score. And Crystal City will have it. Clemens quickly up to Edwards on the right wing. Edwards looking around. Now into the high post it goes to Waits. Fakes a shot. Down low, Eisenbeis tipped out of bounds, and it will stay with Crystal City under the basket. 52 seconds on the clock. Don't forget, we'll have the boys matchup right here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream right after this one concludes. Here's the ball into the corner, goes to Clemens, fires the three. That one's no good. Rebound fought for. Eisenbeis has it, picks it up, takes a shot from 15. Off the glass, no good. And the rebound fought for and stolen away by Holly Davis. 39 seconds with Davis across the timeline for St. Paul. Poked away from behind, out of bounds, and it should stay with St. Paul. It is. And now coming back into the game is Samantha Pemberton. Pemberton comes in for Hannah Davis. 35 seconds on the clock. St. Paul to take it out under the basket. It'll be Holly Davis taking it out. 59-45. Inbound is mishandled, and Crystal City picks it up, and then fouled is Waits by Pemberton, who just checked back in. And now Waits will go to the line for 2 shots with 33 seconds on the clock. And with that, we'll thank a few more of our sponsors. New Era Bank in Farmington, Park Hills, Deloge, and Bonne Terre, Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy in Farmington, Deloge, Fredericktown, and Ironton, Patsy's in Park Hills, Prairie Farms in Farmington, Presbyterian Manor in Farmington, Serenity Hospice Care in Farmington, Twin City Toyota in Herculaneum, and the UPS store in Festus. Free throw is good off the hands of Annie Waits for the first one. Another one coming up, her 4th point here in the 4th quarter. She's got 19 on the game. This one for 20. In the air, and it's good. A 20-piece for Annie Waits. 33 seconds to play, 59-47 the score. And at the mid-court line, it's almost turned over. St. Paul picks it up. Down low. Shot coming, no good. It was off the hands of Danelle Reese, and the crowd would have went nuts for that one. A whistle, and it's going to be a travel on Crystal City, and with 26 seconds, St. Paul is going to get it going back the other way. Hannah Davis checks in for Holly Davis. And St. Paul will have it on the far sideline. Coming in for Crystal City will be Frida Corjon. 26 seconds, up by 12 is St. Paul. Inbound it to Olivia Ayers on the right wing. Takes a dribble with the right hand, now back towards the top of the key. Looking for a pass off to Hannah Davis, finds her in the left baseline. Davis looking around, stolen away by Clemens, and with 14 seconds, Clemens will go the other way. Clemens at the glass, right hand layup is good. With 9 seconds, makes it a 10-point game. A little too much, a little too late. And now 10 points, 11 points, I should say, for Clemens, and it's going to be taken back by Crystal City, tied up. And Crystal City's going to get it back under the basket. 3 seconds on the clock. They inbound it to DeMazin, stolen away by Davis. Hannah Davis has it at the half-court line, And that's going to be the buzzer for the game. So it ended up being a 10-point game, 59-49. And it was not much closer than that for most of the game. First half pretty tightly contested. Second half kind of got away from them. And a good fight shown by Crystal City. We'll hear from both head coaches here in a little bit. Take a short break at just a 30-second one and be back here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Looking for Mineral Area College spirit wear, trendy college wear, school supplies, art supplies? In the market for a new laptop computer or other electronics? Check out our expanded bookstore on Mineral Area College's Park Hills campus. Not sure what to buy? A gift card might be just the thing for the Mac student in your life. Visit Mineral Area College's bookstore today on the Park Hills campus near the Leadington Park Hills exit. It starts here. Mineral Area College.
Back here on the Home Pools and Spas post-game show. They just wrapped up the girls' side of Crystal City and St. Paul. St. Paul winning that one 59-49 as they improved to 11-9 on the season. Just one away from one of their best records in school history. And the Crystal City Lady Hornets fall to 3-13. We welcome you into the Home Pools and Spas post-game show. When it comes to family fun, there is no place like home in Leadington. After this post-game show wraps up, we'll have the pregame show for the boys' side coming up right after this. And we hope to be joined by both head coaches. We will be joined by both head coaches of the pregame once I, of course, send them to Chase back in the studio. Chase, I know you're waiting for those, and I'll get them to you after a couple of breaks as we get started here on our Home Pools and Spas post-game show. We'll quickly go through the stats for St. Paul. They were led by Briley Durbin, a massive night. 29 points for her, had 13 in the third quarter alone. 9 points apiece for Riley Petty and Paige Ames. Going on down, Isabel Carroll had 5, Holly Davis had 2, and Olivia Ayers with 3. For Crystal City, they were led by Annie Waits with 20 points and a very balanced 20 points. 4 in the first, 4 in the second, 8 in the third, and 5 in the fourth. 2 points for Abby Edwards. Looks like 11 points for Molly Clemens, 9 points for Kate Eisenbeiss, and 6 points for Ashley Damazin for the Crystal City Lady Hornets. We'll take a short break and be back with the Fleets Equipment pregame show on the boys' side and try to get the pregame interviews in there. Back here in a few minutes on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Hey, if you haven't been to Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills lately, then you haven't been to Patsy's Furniture. Man, the selection is as good now as it's ever been. And that's saying something. Seriously, stop by and say hi to Chris and Jamie. The first thing you'll notice is just how nice they are. They won't hard sell you at all. They'll just let you look around and offer you help when you need it. And we're talking about really nice furniture, too, from some of the best-known brand names in the business. Hey, maybe that's why Patsy's Furniture is my only stop when I do my furniture shopping. Patsy's Furniture, right off Highway 67 at the Parkway Drive exit. You'll love to shop at Patsy's.
For 57 years, the staff at Farmington Presbyterian Manor have dedicated ourselves to providing our community the best independent living, assisted living, skilled nursing, memory care, and short-term rehab. We are proud to be part of the Parkland community and provide the quality health care you deserve. Call 573-756-6768 today and schedule a visit to find out more about Farmington Presbyterian Manor.
There's no need to be scared of flu season. Just say boo to the flu and head over to Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy for your flu shot. It's the perfect way to protect you and your family, and no appointment is necessary. Just pop in when you have time, and we will have you on your way in just a few minutes. Cash prices are available, or we're happy to bill your insurance. We know you have better things to do than be stuck at home with a nasty case of the flu. Come see us at Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy in Deloge, Fredericktown, Ironton, and Farmington.
Back here on the Fleets Equipment pregame show with head coach Lee Richardson of the Crystal City Hornets. And coach, you guys are coming in 5-9 on the season, and you have won 2 of your last 3 games, so a little bit better of form going on right now. How have you guys played in the last 3 games, and what have you liked so far from your team in those last 3 games heading up to this one?
Well, we have played a little better, and it's funny because we have only played 3 games in, I don't know, like 20 days probably. So it's been hard to keep momentum, but we had a stretch of games right before that against some really good competition, and so the main thing was just keep working hard and keep battling, and even if we fell short, a little short against some of those good teams, that our moment's going to come if we keep, stay positive and keep working hard. And hopefully that's what we're, starting to come into now.
Now you get to go up against a team on the road here at St. Paul. Going to be a tough matchup against the St. Paul team that has split their last 2 games. What do you know about them, and what are you going to try to do to attack them?
Well, I'm very familiar with them. We've been, Justin, first of all, the coach, is a great friend of mine and real familiar. We've been battling the St. Paul kids, and we know what their program's all about. They will always work hard. They're never going to quit. And Justin's got the program going in the right direction. He's got shooting. He's got some ball handlers, and they play. Like I said, they play very hard. If you relax against St. Paul, they could definitely trip you up.
All right, and now just a few more games going into the end of the season. You have this one here tonight. What do you want to see from your team? What do you want them to accomplish with just a few games left?
Yeah, we have a lot of makeup, so actually we're going to pack about 7 or 8 games in here in the last few weeks. But you got to get ready for that postseason play, and we get to host districts this year. We got to see cleaner play from everybody, and just keeping the team together. That's the biggest challenge. Is if you build chemistry, we've had pretty good chemistry here lately. Can you keep it and can you maintain that? So just hoping to see that every game we're building, maintaining that chemistry.
All right, that is head coach Lee Richardson of the Crystal City Hornets. Back in a minute here on the Fleets Equipment pregame show.
When it's all said and done, what really matters? For Serenity Hospice Care patient Jack, hospice isn't about giving up. It's not about the end. It's about right now. It's about spending precious time with the people we love.
Come on, Grandpa!
And the little moments that create lasting memories. It's focusing on what's important to you and remembering life is beautiful in all stages.
Eating good in the neighborhood at Applebee's sounds so good, doesn't it? Hi, I'm Amy Cousins, General Manager of Applebee's in Farmington. You and a friend can start with 2 side salads or an appetizer to share, then choose any 2 full-size entree from the 2 for $20 dinner lunch menu. Or pick 2 items to create your own combo meal from the classic or signature lunch combo menu. Soups, salads, chicken feet, a roll-up, clubhouse grill, or chicken tenders. There's so much to choose from, and it's all under $10. Dine in or call it in. Applebee's on Cars Boulevard in Farmington.
Fleets Equipment pregame show with head coach Justin Ford of the St. Paul boys basketball team. And coach coming in 4-17 on the season. However, you guys have split your last 2 games and played pretty well in those last 2 games. What have you liked from your team that you've seen so far in those last 2?
They've been resilient, just playing hard. I got a bunch of seniors having to play heavy minutes, and we had some guys go out with injury. We had some guys go out with injury, and we had some guys hit some sickness. So we've been short-handed. My JV squad's been short-handed. So I had to spread my guys kind of thin the last couple of days, and they really showed some resilience. They stepped up big, especially my seniors. I'm super proud of them. I couldn't say any more about how they've been playing.
Now you got going up against a team with a coach that you know pretty well, and Coach Richardson, at least he said in his interview. Now, what do you know about them, and what are you going to try to do to attack them in this game tonight?
They're resilient, and they've been playing hard, and Lee does a good job getting his teams prepared. When he's at Lechesterville, I always like the way he coaches his guys up. He's going to have 5 guys ready to play all positions, and they're going to be ultra aggressive, and it's going to be a fun contest. I'm really concerned about some of the guards they have, like Drew Richardson, Donovan Tolik. Just all those guys can let it up. They dropped 91 on us last year, so we'll see if we can play defense tonight. It'll be fun.
Now, outside of this game, just a few more games left in the season before you get to tournament play and postseason play. What do you want your team to accomplish going into postseason play, and what do you want to see from them to get a little bit better?
I just want to continue to build the Giants' legacy as far as how we're going to play basketball. What does the Giants brand of basketball look like? I'm not going to say we're going to win every game, but I want us to be ultra competitive, and I want people to know that when they come play St. Paul Giants, it's going to be a battle. It's not going to be easy. It's going to fight tooth and nail, and some people are going to be real shocked and surprised to see some of the things that we'll be able to do going towards the end of the year.
All right, that is head coach Justin Ford with the St. Paul Giants. Back in a minute here on the Fleets Equipment pregame show.
Dear cabin fever, we've got the cure to cool you down, and it all starts with a new 2020 Toyota. When winter says, stay home under a blanket, the Camry comes out to play. The 2020 Corolla is hotter than ever, with tons of tech to keep you plugged into your favorite apps, music, and more. Snowy hills don't stand a chance against the RAV4's available all-wheel drive with multi-terrain select. And with over 200 horses under the hood, RAV4 weathers the toughest storms. Grab the family, hop in the Highlander, and go build some snowmen. Everyone will be comfy with available heated front seats and cushy seating for up to 8. With 11 all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive models to choose from, Toyota will get you everywhere you need to be this season. See you in the snow. Toyota. Let's go places.
See Twin City Toyota, I-55 at the Herculaneum Auto Mall exit, or visit them online at twincitytoyota.com.
Back here on the Fleets Equipment pregame show. Fleets Equipment in St. Genevieve and Leadington. Fleets Equipment for all your lawn, farm, and garden equipment needs. Let their family serve your family. Highway 32 in St. Genevieve and on the Outer Service Road at the Leadington exit. Online 24/7 at Fleegs.com. I see 8:01 on the clock. There's 2:02 left on the game clock here before the game gets started, and we'll get the starting lineups brought to you by Presbyterian Manor, the way you want to live. It's the Crystal City Hornets on the boys' side versus the St. Paul Giants on the boys' side as well. The Hornets coming in 5-9 on the season. The Giants 4-17 on the season. You just heard from both head coaches, Lee Richardson of the Hornets and Justin Ford of the St. Paul Giants. And it should be a fun matchup here today in this one. And you heard from both head coaches, and head coach Justin Ford talking about they gave up 90-plus points to Crystal City last time these two teams met. However, he thinks the defense is going to be a little bit more fired up and hope to slow them down a little bit more as Crystal City getting in and getting pumped up with their head coach, Lee Richardson. On the girls' side, you just listen to that one, and it was won by St. Paul 59-49 with the Lady Giants improving to 11-9 on the season, and the Lady Hornets falling to 3-13. We will hear from head coach Andy Sherrill of St. Paul at halftime of this game and kind of do the post-game interview then, and we'll give out our Applebee's Farmington player of the game as well. So about a minute left here on the clock. Looks like they're going to do the starting lineups between St. Paul and Crystal City. And I'll take them through you as well. And once they start going through those, St. Paul, as I mentioned, 4-17. Crystal City 5-9. Should be a fun one. Should be a competitive one between these two squads who have struggled a little bit. But as of recent, St. Paul, they've split their last 2 games. Crystal City, they've won 2 out of their last 3 games. And let's go on down the starting lineups brought to you by Presbyterian Manor, the way you want to live. Number 20 is Logan Anderson. 23 is Drew Richardson. 21 is Blake Eisenbeis. And going on now, number 30 and number 33. Number 30 is Carson Short, and 33 is Nate Denby. On the St. Paul side, the first player out is number 5, Garrett Dempsey. Number 2, Ryan Dempsey, and Dempsey together. And then going on down for St. Paul is number 22, Cody Ziegelmeyer. And then number 32 is Dylan Wolberd. And rounding out the starting 5 for head coach Justin Ford is 55, Drew Brakefield. And those are your starting 5 presented by Presbyterian Manor. Your uniform check brought to you by Serenity Hospice Care. Peace of mind when it matters most. SerenityHospiceCare.org. St. Paul in their all-white home uniforms with burgundy trim and gray numbers. And for Crystal City, they're all red uniforms, away uniforms with black trim and black numbers. They've gone through the starting lineups, gone through the uniform check, and now just ready for tip-off between the Hornets and the Giants. The Giants are going to come away with it. Tip-off brought to you by New Era Bank. It's easy to save your coins and change with New Era Bank's Roundup Savings. To see how easy it is, visit your local New Era Bank or online at newerabank.com. New Era Bank, member FDIC. Down low shot taken by the Giants, no good, and Crystal City comes up with it on the defensive rebound. Passed on the left side now, and reversing along the perimeter it goes to Drew Richardson. Now left corner 3 coming, no good off the hands of Blake Eisenbeis, but it's an offensive rebound back up, and no good on the second attempt. Another offensive rebound, no good again, and another offensive rebound. This time it's going to be a foul call, and Nate Denby is going to be sent to the line for 2 shots. That foul is going to be on Ryan Dempsey, his first. At the line will be Nate Denby. Denby coming in, wearing the number 33 jersey, standing at 6'2", the senior lefty. At the line, misses the first one. No score here, 31 seconds played in the early going between the Giants and the Hornets on the boys' side. You just heard the girls' side here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. Jacob Vincent here with you. Chase Sellers back in the studio. And the second free throw is good off the hands of Nate Denby as he finds his first point of the ballgame. Here's Ryan Dempsey going the other way for St. Paul on the top of the key. Looking left side, can't find it. Now he drives right side. And a whistle. And I believe a foul call on Crystal City. And it is. And that is going to go on Blake Eisenbeis, his first. 7:20 to play here in the first quarter. St. Paul to take it out on the sideline, and coming to take it out is going to be Drew Brakefield. Brakefield on the near sideline, right in front of the Crystal City bench. Inbounds it to the right corner to Ryan Dempsey. Dempsey will bring it towards the top of the key, hand it off to the other Dempsey. Garrett will take a triple. That one off the mark, no good. Rebound fought for, thrown into the face of Crystal City. In pursuit was Cody Ziegelmeyer, and a pretty good play there. Threw it right into the face, actually, of Crystal City, and that was Carson Short who took the brunt end of that, and St. Paul will keep it out under the basket. 1-0 here early between St. Paul and Crystal City. Crystal City on top. St. Paul taking it out under the basket. They'll find Brakefield on the top of the key. They get it off to Dempsey of the Garrett variety. Garrett hands it off to Ryan. Ryan at the 10-foot attack volleyball line. A minute gone here in the first quarter. Dempsey driving in the left side towards the basket. Left hand blocked away. And Crystal City has it. Now it's kicked by Brakefield. And Crystal City is going to still keep it. And they'll just take it going the other way. 6:53 to play. 1-0. Crystal City on top. And bringing it up the court now is Drew Richardson for the Hornets. He'll get a screen from the left. Doesn't use it. Goes right. Now on the right wing, looks down low, shot fake, goes in with the left hand. Good move by Nate Denby, and he finds his third point, and he has the only points of the ball game so far. 3-0, Crystal City on top. Here's Garrett Dempsey, top the key. Dempsey goes left side to Ryan Dempsey. Can't get the shot to go. Brakefield trying to save it off of Crystal City, and instead it can't get it off of a defender, and it'll go the other way. Crystal City to take it out, and it'll be Richardson who inbounds it. Now we'll bring it across the timeline. Being guarded by Dempsey. Gets a screen left, goes left, slips a little bit, now brings it back towards the top of the key. Quick pass inside. Denby kicks it outside. Three ball coming from Blake Eisenbeis. Can't get it to go on the rebound to St. Paul. Tipped away, and now Crystal City has it back. Back right side. Richardson, he fires a triple. He can't get it to go. And St. Paul finally cleanly with the rebound. Back the other way it goes for Ziegelmeyer. In the left corner, almost stolen away, picked up. And a little nice pickup move, over the top move for Dylan Wolbert. Can't get the shot to go, however. Back at the other end is Richardson. Jump stop, goes up high off the glass, no good. Denby's there with the left hand, and he rattles it in. And Nate Denby, the first 5 points of the game, the only 5 points of the game. 5-0, Crystal City's on top. Garrett Dempsey, top of the key. He goes right side. Hands it off to Ziegelmeyer. Ziegelmeyer throwing in. Now Ryan Dempsey left wing. Drives in towards the left baseline. A foul call. A blocking foul, and that is going to go on Carson Short. And that is his first and the second team foul on Crystal City. Dempsey to take it out. They quickly inbound it. Hook shot coming in. It's a good one from Nate Wolbert. Make that Dylan Wolbert. No, don't know where I got Nate from, but he's got 2 points. Now left corner three coming from Crystal City. That one's no good. The rebound to Wolbert and thrown right up the court, right back to Crystal City. Back at the other end, they have it on offense again. It's Carson Short with the ball. Down low, Denby again. Make that Richardson. And Richardson finds his first 2 points of the ball game. Nice little left-handed layup and an entry pass by Short, and it's 7-2. 4:57 to play, and St. Paul back on offense. Right side, hands it off to Ziegelmeyer. Dempsey, top of the key, drives in with the right hand, brings it back out right wing. Looking down low to Brakefield, can't find him. Now he's going to pass it off to Garrett Dempsey. Garrett drives in, almost stolen away, gets it back on the baseline, all the way to the top of the key. Three ball blocked away by Crystal City, and out of bounds it goes. Who's it going to stay with? It's going to go to St. Paul. And they're going to change the call. They initially called it St. Paul ball, and it's going to be tipped back by this near side referee and go to Crystal City. 7-2 on top by 5 is Crystal City. Sub coming in is Hunter Basson off the bench for Crystal City. He'll inbound it to Richardson. He comes across the timeline into the high post. It goes. Carson Short. Down low, Denby. Shot fake. Goes up with the left hand. Got good position. And Nate Denby with 7 points here in the first quarter. And a quick timeout call by head coach Justin Ford. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, and we'll take a short break. Stay with us on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Rolling hills, wooded forest, pasture, crops. If you've ever dreamed of having a place of your own in the country, we can help. So get back to your roots and back to the country with a fixed rate loan from First State Community Bank and our partner, Farmer Mac. We'll work hard to find the right financing for your recreational property. See the team today or visit fscb.com for more information. First State Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Early timeout for Justin Ford of the 30-second variety. Right here is that timeout brought to you by Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills. You'll love to shop at Patsy's in Park Hills. 9-2, Crystal City on top by 7 on St. Paul. 4:24 to play in the first quarter. And Crystal City showing a little bit of a pressure here. Full court pressure, a 1-2-2 zone. And St. Paul almost breaks it, and it's stolen away now by the Hornets. Quickly back up to Baslin. Down low, tipped away. St. Paul has it back. Ziegelmeyer with it, top of the key. Drives in, left hand off the glass. Great finish and the transition. Cody Ziegelmeyer with the deuce. Now back at the other end. Richardson, Crystal City, crossover, and he gets it to go. Drew Richardson faked left, went right with a Euro step and laid it in. 11-4, Crystal City on top. Garrett Dempsey, other end. He'll do the Euro step with the right hand. He can't get it to go, however. And Carson Short the rebound. Richardson has the ball on the timeline. Top of the key, drives in, kicks it out. Fakes a 3. Euro step with the right hand. He can't get it to go, however. And he can't get it to go. St. Paul with the rebound. Now, Garrett Dempsey up court and grabbed, stolen away, but landed out of bounds. Was number 20, Logan Anderson for Crystal City. And St. Paul will keep it. 3:33 to play in the first quarter. 11-4 the lead for Crystal City. Here's Garrett Dempsey with the ball for St. Paul. Getting a screen from Ryan. Goes right side, fakes a pass. Now he does pass it off to his counterpart in Isaiah Dumas. And Dumas can't get it to go. Now back at the other end it goes for Crystal City. Logan Anderson will make that Hunter Baslin with the ball. Bassin passes off. Logan Anderson drives in and gets a nice little finger roll to go for 2 points. And it's 13-4. Crystal City on top. Here's Dempsey, top of the key, pulls up of the Ryan variety. Can't get it to go from 17 feet. And off to Drew Richardson. Quickly up to Carson Short on the left wing. Thought about taking the shot. Now passes it back to Richardson. Step back jumper from 15. That one's no good. And the rebound to St. Paul. Garrett Dempsey trying to pass it off to Ryan, and it's going to be a foul on Crystal City. The foul is going to go on red 33. That's going to be Nate Denby, his first. So that foul on Denby, his first, and the 13th foul on Crystal City. 13-4 the score. Crystal City on top. Sub into the game for Crystal City is number 12, Donovan Tulak. At the other end, St. Paul, and all the way to the basket goes Ziegelmeyer with the left hand, and he's got 4 points now. Nice drive by Ziegelmeyer. Tulak in the middle of the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball faked by Bassin. Back top of the key to Short. He'll drive into the middle of the lane. Left hand all the way to the basket. And a good strong drive for Carson Short for his 2 points, first 2 points of the ballgame. Here's Brakefield in the backcourt. Off to Ryan Dempsey. Now quickly up to Ziegelmeyer. Came to the pass. Now he's going to drive into the basket. Left hand, no good. Isaiah Dumas is there, and he finishes it off. Dumas, a nice little cleanup. Actually played in the JV game for this St. Paul squad. And he's getting some playing time here on the varsity side. 15-8, Crystal City on top. On the left side, it goes to Blake Eisenbuss. Now Tulak with it on the left wing. Looking down low, cross court over to Carson Short, and in the corner it goes. And a 3-ball from Bassin got fouled. Didn't make the shot, and he's going to be at the line for 3 shots now. That foul on Ryan Dempsey. That's Dempsey's second foul. And just 2 fouls on St. Paul now. And at the line is going to be Hunter Bassin. And the number 11 jersey coming off the bench for this Crystal City squad. Spins it on his palm, lets it fly, and knocks down the first. 16-8 the score. Crystal City on top by 8. 1:58 to play in the first quarter. 3 team fouls on Crystal City, 2 of them on St. Paul. Basson with a second free throw. That one's on the way, and that one's just a little short. And he'll have a third one, and they're just going to send Crystal City back. Instead, they're going to make a lineup change in the middle of the lane. So Coach Richardson can talk to his squad, and now Basson at the line for the third free throw. That one's on the way, and that one's going to rattle in. Hunter Basson has 2 points now. St. Paul across the timeline breaks the press. Ziegelmeyer on the right side, trying to find a cutting Dumas, can't get it. Dumas down to the corner, and it's stolen away by Carson Short for Crystal City. Here is Short, driving in, lost the handle on it, and St. Paul has it back. Brakefield on the top of the key, drives in to the basket, right hand, and off the glass and good, but they're going to call it an offensive foul. Brakefield ran into Hunter Basson, and the foul is going to go on Brakefield, his first. Third team foul on St. Paul. Coming back into the game for Crystal City is going to be number 20, Logan Anderson. And taking a rest on the bench will be Carson Short. Bringing the ball up the court is Tulloch for Crystal City. All the way to the basket, into some contact, gets the bucket to go, but it's going to be an offensive foul again. So another couple of strong drives, and it's another offensive foul going the other way that time on Donovan Tulloch, his first on Crystal City, the 4th team foul on Crystal City, and now St. Paul will have to break the press again. 17-8, Crystal City on top. Here's Ryan Dempsey with the ball, quickly up, down low. Shot coming from Woolbird, and Dylan Woolbird finds his 4th point of the ball game, and a whistle, and a 30-second timeout by Crystal City this time. We'll take it with them again. 17-10 the score, 1:17 to play in the first quarter. Crystal City on top. They take a timeout right here on MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Gateway Motors in Fredericktown, Missouri invites you to come on down and let us help you find your next vehicle. Purchasing a car, SUV, or truck can be an overwhelming experience. The Gateway crew will help you find the right vehicle for your personal or family needs. We offer 24-month or less, no-interest loans for qualified buyers. Come on down to 509 Lincoln Drive and let us help you find a reliable vehicle that fits your wallet.
Hot start for Crystal City, but now St. Paul crawling back into it, forces a Crystal City timeout. It's the first timeout taken by them. St. Paul also taking a timeout in the early going. 17-10 right now, 1:15 to play in the first quarter between the Hornets and the Giants. We're here at St. Paul on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. Jacob Vincent, Chase Sellers back in the studio, turning the dials. Here's Tolak, kicks it outside for Basson. Basson will get it back, top of the key to Tolak. Drives in, pulls up, now pass off to Logan Anderson. Off to Drew Richardson on the right wing, bounce pass to Tolak. Tolak, a quick individual with the ball. Passes off to the right side to Hunter Basson. Basson finds Richardson. He's going to dial up the three, can't get it to fall, and the rebound to St. Paul. Ziegelmeyer with it with 40 seconds on the clock. Ziegelmeyer all the way to the left baseline. 3-ball from Dempsey. That one rattles in with 33 seconds. And it was Ryan Dempsey with a triple that time. 17-13, 25 seconds on the clock in the first quarter for Crystal City. Drew Richardson with the ball. Richardson is going to hold it for the last shot. 15 seconds now on the clock. Crystal City up by 4. Richardson, left wing, goes right side, Tulloch, fakes a pass to the right. Richardson wide open, fakes the three, drives in, lost the handle, now he kicks it back outside. And it's going to be a double dribble on Drew Richardson going the other way with 7 seconds. 17-13, St. Paul the ball. They're going to have to go full length of the court. They go home run pass to Ziegelmeyer and throw it straight into the hands of head coach Lee Richardson. And now Crystal City is going to have the ball right back in the same position on the offensive side. 17-13, they lead with 7 seconds. Inbound it to Tulloch, fakes a three, drives in, 10 feet, now dumps it off to Logan Anderson with 3, high off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, back up and in for Drew Richardson at the buzzer. And Drew Richardson finds his 6th point of the first quarter, and that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. 19-13, Crystal City on top by 6. A tying one so far as we head to the second right here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Flex Equipment was founded as a family-owned and operated business, where it remains to this day. Known best for selling exceptional equipment such as Case IH, Hustler, Vermeer, Cub Cadet, Massey Ferguson, and many more. Fliggs Equipment is a proven company with certified technicians and customer service where you're more than just a number. Our certified technicians can diagnose, troubleshoot, repair, and maintain your equipment. Not just one color, but every color. Even if you don't purchase your equipment here, we can provide you with the best service available and the largest selection of parts. As the months turn colder, it's time to service your equipment, get it ready for spring and summer. Winterize your equipment and tune up any equipment that you'll need over the winter. We do that here, and we do it well. If you're in the market for a new compact tractor, blades, whatever the need, see us here at Fliggs Equipment. Make us your first stop. Fliggs Equipment, Highway 32 in St. Genevieve, and on the Outer Service Road in Ludington. Online 24/7 at fliggs.com. Fliggs Equipment. Let our family serve your family.
Second quarter action coming up here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. Jacob Vincent here in Farmington at St. Paul Lutheran School, and the visiting Crystal City Hornets on top right now, 19-13. Strong quarter showing from both Nate Denby with 7 points and Drew Richardson with 6 of them there in that first quarter for the Hornets. Hornets will have the ball on offense to start it out. Tulloch on the left wing, down low to Denby. Going up against Dumas, kicks it back out. 3-ball coming from Besson. That one's no good. Rebound offensively to Tulloch. Down low Richardson. Denby's wide open, and he lays it in with the right hand. Nate Denby now with 9 points. Scored all 5 of the first 5 points of the ball game, and now a whistle, and the clock was not started. So 7:57 on the clock right now. Whole possession went away while Crystal City was on the offensive side. And they will have the clock going now. So now St. Paul with the ball on offense. Dempsey with it, top of the key to Brakefield. Brakefield looking down low, finds Dumas wide open and lays it in for the 2 points. Pretty play called there by head coach Justin Ford, and Dumas finds his 4th point of the ball game. Tulloch at the other end, pulls up from 10 feet, and that one is pure. Donovan Tulloch knocks down the jumper. He's got 2 of them. Now checked into the game is Devontae Minor as he gets double teamed. A timeout taken by St. Paul. 23-15, full timeout for St. Paul. And we'll take a short timeout as well. St. Paul down 23-15 right now as Crystal City is on top. Stay with us on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
With the new year comes the resolution to living a healthier lifestyle. You're on your way when you put Farm Fresh Prairie Farms dairy products on your family's table. Wholesome, delicious dairy products like yogurt and cottage cheese, sour cream dips, and milk. Prairie Farms is farmer-owned and has delivered to your local grocer since 1938. Add Prairie Farms to your breakfast, lunch, or dinner table and be on your way to a healthier new year. Prairie Farms, dedicated farmers, happy cows, and good milk. The Doe Run Company, providing the minerals and metals we need to power our future.
(23-15) as we come out of the timeout taken by St. Paul. The second one by them. It's an 8-point advantage for Crystal City. 7:31 to play in the first half. Crystal City 5-9 on the season. St. Paul 4-17. St. Paul will take it out as Brakefield will get ready to take it out right in front of the Crystal City bench. St. Paul with the ball. They inbound it to Devontae Minor. Minor going up against Tulloch on defense. Minor drives into the left side towards the basket. Blocked away, but it's going to be a foul called. And they're going to get a blocking foul on Crystal City. That'll send Minor to the line for 2 of them. That foul is going to go on Logan Anderson, and that'll be his first. 23-15, and St. Paul at the line for 2 of them. Minor spins it on his palm, lets it fly, and that one no good. Carson Short will check into the game for Crystal City for Drew Richardson as he'll take a rest on the bench. And now Minor at the line, takes a free throw. That one on the way as well, and that one will rattle in. Devontae Minor gets his first point of the ball game. Also played in the JV game along with Isaiah Dumas. Crystal City at the other end. 3-ball from the left corner, no good. And the rebound, Minor has it, lost the handle, got it back, and now he'll pass it off to Brakefield. 23-16 the score. St. Paul down by 7. Now it's stolen away by Crystal City. Back the other way. It goes for Anderson. Quick bounce pass in to Nate Denby, and Denby finishes it off. 11 points now for Denby. Here's Dempsey. At the other end, driving in, Woolbird, and Woolbird, I should say, can't get it to go, and Woolbird got a hand on it, and they're going to call a jump ball. 25-16, 6:49 to play. And waiting to see whose ball it is. It is St. Paul. It is going to go to St. Paul. So after the jump ball, Woolbird missed the shot, tied it up, got the jump ball, and it's going to stay with St. Paul under the basket. Ryan Dempsey to take it out. He'll get it top of the key to Miner, almost thrown away by Tulak. Now go left side, Ziegelmeyer dials up a three, lets it fly, and in and out, no good. Offensive rebound for Woolbird, and he gets it to go. 6 points now for Dylan Woolbird, and it is 25-18. Fake pass from Tulak, takes the triple, can't get it to go, and the rebound, Isaiah Dumas for St. Paul. Miner at the other end, quickly up to Ziegelmeyer, stolen away by Tulak. On the timeline, top of the key, drives in, stops short, off to Short, gets fouled hard by Dumas. And Carson Short will be at the line for 2 shots. I tell you what, these two teams like to move the ball quickly, and Tulak, one of the fastest players I've seen so far for Crystal City. At the line is going to be Carson Short for 2 of them. That foul on Isaiah Dumas, his first. And the 4th team foul on St. Paul. 5 of them on Crystal City. Short at the line, first free throw, cocks it back, lets it go, and it's no good. Carson Short, some tape on his right wrist. And some conversations going on the floor between the referees and the players. And now Short will have the ball in his hand for the next free throw. This one he lets fly, and that one no good again. Rebound, though, to Crystal City. And a great pass finds Denby. My goodness, Anderson with eyes in the back of his head finds Denby for his 6th point of the second quarter, 13 of them already on the game, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Isaiah Dumas going the other way. They're going to call a moving screen. 27-18, 6:11 to play in the first half, and Crystal City will have the ball. Tulak will take it out. He'll inbound it to Carson Short. Tulak across the timeline, crosses over one defender, and that's going to be a hand check foul on Woolbird. Dylan Woolbird is going to be tagged with his first foul. And Crystal City will take it out on the far sideline. Carson Short to take it out. Stack play running here for the Hornets, and they will inbound it to Tulak. 27-18, Crystal City on top. Here's Short on the right wing. Skip pass, Tulak, top of the key, fakes a 3, drives in, step back, pass off to Anderson. He'll drive in, tipped away. Miner came up with it, and he tried running the other way and ran into a brick wall in Chase Coleman. He's going to be tagged with his first foul. And now 16 fouls on Crystal City. They have 16 fouls, however, 6 different players, each with 1 foul. So spreading around the fouls evenly is Crystal City, and 1 away from a 1-in bonus. 5:50 to play in the first half, 27-18, Hornets on top. Here's St. Paul with the ball. Ryan Dempsey left side, thought about the 3, drives in, floater from about 17 feet, almost wedged it, and Nate Denby with the rebound. Splits 2 defenders across the timeline. Tulak left side, he'll dial up a 3, let it fly, can't get it to go, and the rebound to Dempsey. Ryan Dempsey has it, a whistle. And we're gonna get a whistle on Chase Coleman. And now the referee's talking about something. They call a foul on Coleman, I believe. So they call the foul on Chase Coleman, and that's going to be his second. Brakefield set a screen. Brakefield set a screen on Coleman, and Coleman kind of gave him a little elbow shiver. And so Brakefield's going to be at the line for 1-in bonus. So that's a 17 foul on Crystal City. They're still trying to figure it out. Foul on 22 red, Chase Coleman, and the shooter is Brakefield. He'll be at the line for St. Paul. 27-18 the score. Brakefield at the line. He'll try to knock down a couple of them. First one on the way, and that one's good. Drew Brakefield knocks down his first point of the game and makes it 27-19. Brakefield, a stocky guy, set the screen, got the foul call, knocks down a couple of free throws. 27-20, 5.5 to play in the first half. Here's Tulak at the other end. In the corner goes to Short. Back to Tulak. Fakes a three, splits two defenders, and that's a travel going the other way. Made the floater afterwards, too. So Tulak traveled with it, shuffled his feet, 27-20. St. Paul down by 7, but sticking around. Here's Miner with the ball. Finds Brakefield across the timeline for St. Paul. On the left wing, looking around, getting it back to Miner, and now another foul call. And this one, I believe, is going to go on Nate Denby. And it is. So now the second foul on Denby. So I just mentioned how they had 16 fouls. Then there's now 8 of them. And now 2 players with 2 fouls in Denby and Coleman. As Dumas will come in for Woolburn. 1-1 again for Brakefield. Logan Anderson coming in. He'll check in for Denby. 5:15 to play. 27-20 the score. And Crystal City on top of St. Paul. Brakefield at the line. 1 in bonus. Sets it, lets it fly, and knocks down the first one. And Brakefield now with 3 points, 3 of 3 from the charity stripe. 27-21, and St. Paul getting back into this game at the free throw line. Spins it on his left palm, lets it fly. That one off the mark. Rebound, tipped up, and Crystal City's going to come up with it. And they throw it straight out of bounds. Callaway Dashner had it, trying to find his teammate. Threw it straight out of bounds, and it's going the other way for St. Paul. 27-21, 5:12 to play. Miner with the ball. Miner will bring it up. Being guarded by Tulak. He'll walk it across the timeline. Set up the play. Gets a screen from Dempsey right side. Pulls it out right wing. Looking to pass off. Finds Ziegelmeyer. Ziegelmeyer brings it towards the top of the key. Now back to Miner. Fakes a 3. Drives in. Dumps off the right baseline. Brakefield. Power dribble. Goes up. Gets fouled and can't get it to go. And he's going to be at the line for 1. Justin Ford excited about what's going on right in front of us. You can hear him say, let's go. Brakefield at the line again. 3 of 4 from the charity stripe so far. 27-21 the score. Crystal City on top, but haven't scored in a little bit. Brakefield at the line for 2 of them this time, and he knocks down the first. 4 of 5 at the line is Drew Brakefield. Those are all of his points and leading scorer here in the second quarter for St. Paul. Down by 5 now are the Giants. Brakefield out the line again. Sets it, flies it. That one short, no good, and Richardson the rebound for Crystal City. He comes up the left side of the court, crosses over, goes in the middle of the lane, kicks out Tulak, fakes a 3, steps over. Now the right side, 3 coming from Dashner. That one's no good. Richardson the offensive rebound, and it could have been a backcourt violation. Instead, Tulak has it for Crystal City. Skip pass. Back to Logan Anderson, drives in to the basket, floater, and no good. Offensive rebound again for Richardson, no good. Gets his own rebound, pulls it back out, trips, passes it out. Carson Short somehow, and Crystal City still with it. Down low, Dashner off the glass and good. What a possession for the Crystal City Hornets. Callaway Dashner, his first 2 points. 4:10 to play, 29-22 the score. Miner with the ball. Crosses over Tulak, drives in, Euro step on the other side of the basket. Can't get the right-handed scoop shot to go. And now Tulak with it for Crystal City. Tulak on the right side, goes past first defender, second defender on the way. Can't get it to go, a lot of contact. Dashner the offensive rebound, back up and in. Callaway Dashner off the bench has 4 points here in the second quarter. Stolen back by Carson Short at midcourt. At the other end, fakes right, goes left, gets the foul and the bucket, and Carson Short at the line for 1. What a drive by Carson Short. He's now got 4 points. And that foul is going to be on number 33, Isaiah Dumas, his 3rd now. 3:43 to play, 33-22 the score. Up by 11 is Crystal City. And Carson Short at the line. He has 1 shot, made the basket. This one's on the way, and it's good. Carson Short, a good 3-point play there. He's got 5 on the game, and back out to a 12-point lead for Crystal City. It's a 7-0 run. Here's Ziegelmeyer, top of the key, looking to hand off. Now he dribbles it left side for St. Paul. Into the left corner it goes to Wolbert. Wolbert fakes left, top of the key now to Brakefield. On the right side, Ziegelmeyer fakes a shot, drives in, middle of the lane, left-hand shot is good off the glass. Cody Ziegelmeyer, a strong drive. He's got 6 points. 3:14 to play, and Lee Richardson not happy about something with his squad. Down low it goes to Callaway Dashner again, but that time he can't get it to fall. And Ryan Dempsey will slow it up and bring it up for St. Paul. 3 to play here in the first half, I should say. Poked away and out of bounds, and it will stay with St. Paul. 10-point game here in St. Paul and Farmington, I should say. 34-24 the score, 3 minutes to play. It'll be Brakefield to take it out. Here's Ziegelmeyer, left wing. Drives in, kicks out Brakefield. Ryan Dempsey from the left side thought about taking a deep three. Now he gets a screen from Brakefield, and in the corner he goes. Now he does take a three from the corner, and he knocks it down. Ryan Dempsey, his second three of the ball game. He's got 6, and it's 34-27, a big shot for St. Paul. 5-0 run now for St. Paul. Here's Drew Richardson as he calls out to play Utah. Basson right side, looking around, picks up his dribble, being hounded by St. Paul. And now Richardson, left side short, dials up the three, lets it fly, in and out, and in again. Rimmed around, hit the glass, and bounced back in. 3-ball good for Carson Short, and he has 6 points here in the third quarter. Ziegelmeyer hands off Brakefield, drives in high post, fakes a pass to the right, to the basket, a whistle, and they're going to call it travel. Made the basket, and they're going to call it off. They call it travel, said he stepped too many times. 37-27 the score, 2:03 to go here in the first half, and Devontae Minor will check back in for Isaiah Dumas. Crystal City will have to go the full length of the court and try to break the press of St. Paul. Looks like a 2-2-1 right now. Richardson, cross-court, two-lock. Trap coming. Into the left it goes Carson Short. Dials up another three. Lets it fly. Can't get it to go that time. Skying up for it was Minor. Now Brakefield comes down with it for St. Paul for the rebound. Ryan Dempsey on the right side, and they do call a hand check foul. Dustin Ford saying he's got a foul if he goes right past him, and that is exactly what Logan Anderson did. Second foul on Logan. Make that third foul on Logan Anderson, it appears. And that's the 10th team foul on Crystal City. So some foul trouble here for Crystal City. The third on Anderson, and at the line will be Ryan Dempsey for 2 shots, the double bonus. First one on the way, and that one's good. Ryan Dempsey at the line, knocks down the first free throw, just hit a 3 the last possession. Now back to a 9-point game. St. Paul has had it within about 7. Haven't really been able to get it closer than that. Dempsey going to try to do that here. And the second one is good as well. 5 points here in the second quarter for Ryan Dempsey, and it's 37-29. Two-lock, quickly up Carson Short, left side, into the corner it goes. Crystal City, back right side, two-lock, wide open, takes the 3, and nothing but net. Donovan Two-lock knocking down the triple. He's got 5 here in the second quarter. Minute and a half to play, 40-29 the score. Minor at the other end. Brakefield from the free throw line, misses the shot, and a foul off the ball. It's going to be offensive on the rebound as Woolbird threw down, looked like Basson. Tried to box out, just kind of threw him away. And it should be 1-1. It is the 8th team foul. That foul, the second one on Woolbird. And now an they call off the ball, so that's why it's a 1-in bonus rather than an offensive foul turning into just a ball in hand. And so Crystal City will have a couple of free throws, make that 1-in bonus free throw coming up here for Hunter Basson. Hunter Basson, the 6-foot junior for Crystal City, at the line. Front end of the 1-in-1 is in and good. Hit the front iron and rattled in there with a nice little shooter's roll. And he'll have a second free throw coming up. Takes 2 dribbles, spins it on the left hand, takes another 2 dribbles, spins it on the left hand again, props down, jumps it up, and it's good. 2 good free throws from Hunter Basson, makes it 42-29, 1:23 to play in the first half. Here's Ryan Dempsey, top of the key, fires a triple, and that one is off the mark, and Crystal City the rebound. Here's Richardson, timeline, crosses over, left side, 3-ball coming. Eisenbeis no good again. He struggled to find it from range. And St. Paul will have it with 60 seconds on the clock, down 13. Here's Devontae Minor, right side. Looking around, setting up the play, crosses over, drives to the basket, right hand, blocked away and picked up by Hunter Basson. Going the other way now for Crystal City, across the timeline with 48 seconds. Eisenbeis, top of the key. Back to Eisenbeis, fakes a pass. Now he does find Two-lock, drives in. Back to Eisenbeis again on the left wing, drives in, kicks out, Short. 37 seconds, Short jumps in, off the glass, no good. Rebound to St. Paul. Devontae Minor will pick it up. Minor on the right side, trying to get past Carson Short. Good defense that time, showing the hands. 25 seconds. Ziegelmeier's wide open on the right side. They can't find him. 20 seconds now. Dempsey driving in, pushing off the glass and good. What's the call? Still haven't called it. I believe they call the shot. They do call the foul on Donovan Tulak. And it will, I believe the basket was good. So at the line will be Ryan Dempsey. And instead, they're going to call 2 shots. So not on the shot. He did make the basket afterwards. And they call it 2 shots. First shot, no good. A little miscommunication here. Nonetheless, second shot on the way, and that one's good. Ryan Dempsey finds his 6th point of the second quarter, and now 9 points on the game. 15 seconds to play here in the first half. 42-30 the score. Crystal City the ball. Eisenbeis, tap the key, left wide open. He's going to fire it. That one's way off the mark. Rebound fought for. Tulak has it for Crystal City. 3 seconds, drives to the basket, gets the foul, and can't get it to fall. He's going to be at the line with 2 shots and 2 seconds on the clock. 12-point advantage for Crystal City. Tulak at the line will have 2 of them. That foul on Ryan Dempsey, and that is his 3rd. First free throw good from Donovan Tulak, coming off the bench, not starting in this one, but he's got 6 points. Nice little game here, and especially in the second quarter, Tulak kind of taking over. Really strong second quarter here from Crystal City overall. Tulak at the line, second free throw on the way, and that one no good. And an offensive rebound for Carson Short. Misses the shot. Short on a rebound pulled up and in by Richardson. No call from the refs. Now there is a call. They're going to say it's good. Drew Richardson gets it to go at the buzzer. All 3 refs kind of looked at each other, and those are going to be the first 2 points. Now the 3 refs are going to come together and talk about it. One of the refs called it good, and now they're going to call it no basket. So they call it off. No basket for Drew Richardson, and the halftime score is going to remain 43-30 as we head to the Midwest Sports Center halftime show. The boys score between the Hornets and the Giants, 43-30, with the Hornets on top of Crystal City over St. Paul. Back in a minute here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. You're listening to high school basketball.
Have you ever misplaced your debit card and worried while you try to find it? Hi, Paul Hale here at New Era Bank, and our new app offers Secure Swipe. Secure Swipe allows you to turn your debit card on or off from the convenience of your cell phone. While your card is off, you have the safety of knowing that no one can access your account from your debit card. Download our new app today and get this and many other new features. Call or visit any of our locations to get more information, or visit our website at www.newerabank.com. New Era Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Brad Smith at Lucas Smith Chrysler Center, your local, home of the no bull deal. The word local, you've heard the phrase shop local, buy local, but do you really think exactly what that means? When you shop here at Lucas Smith, you put your trust in the hands of all of my employees who also eat, play, work, live, and shop local. Jefferson County is their home too. Why drive for miles when you can buy what's right here in your backyard? All we ask at Lucas Smith Chrysler is to give us the chance to earn your business. Please shop local, and remember, Lucas Smith Chrysler Center in Festus.
Welcome to the Midwest Sports Center halftime show on Regional Radio.
This is Josh Harris, the owner of Midwest Sports Center in Farmington. Remember, for all of your on-the-road, off-the-road, or on-the-water fun, come and see us, Midwest Sports Center in Farmington.
Midwest Sports Center halftime show. Stop by, see Josh and the gang at Midwest Sports Center today on Walker Drive in Farmington. Kawasaki, Suzuki, Polaris, Can-Am, Spider, and Sea-Doo. Like them on Facebook or shop them online at Midwest Sports Center. On the road, off the road, or in the water, Midwest Sports Center has it all.
43-30, the halftime score here at the Midwest Sports Center halftime show. However, we're going to kind of go back in time a little bit, the Home Pools and Spas post-game show, and welcome in head coach Andy Sherrill of the girls' side of the St. Paul Lady Giants. Just improved to 11-9 on the season and a good win over Crystal City in that last game. And Briley Durbin absolutely went off in that one, 29 points. I heard you guys at the end of that one trying to get her to 30, but still a very good showing from Durbin.
Yeah, she had a great game and shot it a little bit better than she's been shooting it. I mean, she can shoot like that. It's just a matter of what's going to happen, how do you do it in the flow, and that's just something as a freshman you got to learn, like how to take the shots in the flow, and then sometimes she forces them. But you know, for the most part, I thought she really played well, and you know, we needed her to because we didn't have a whole lot of other things going very well tonight. So.
So 29 from her. Couldn't get to that 30, but now you get Meadow Heights coming up. And after Meadow Heights, with the exception of maybe, do you guys have any fill-in games in there or make-up games after that one?
Yeah, we're making up the one with Caledonia on Monday the 10th. And then Lutheran South is staring at us next Saturday.
So let's talk about that Meadow Heights one. Then you make up the one with Caledonia, but then you get 3 road games after that. Before we get to those, the Meadow Heights one coming up, what do you know about them and how are you guys going to try to prepare for them coming up?
Yeah, we played them earlier in the year down in a tournament in Cape, and we had a lot of success just kind of getting out and running. We played them on the Show Me Center floor at SEMO, actually, so there's a little bit bigger, a little more space, and that was good for us. So. It's one of those things, though. It was early in the year, and the teams change and get better. And Crystal City was definitely better than they were the first time we played them, and that showed. And they'll have a plan, and we'll have to see what we can do.
So now you got to that 11th win, one away from that 12th win you were talking about in the pregame. How much would that mean to you yourself, and then also the team, and just kind of the program in general?
Yeah, I think it's a big deal. The kids are excited to play basketball at St. Paul, and that's what's really nice. And we've got a good mix of young and some seniors that have been around for 4 years trying to build this thing, and they had to learn on the fly here as freshmen on the varsity, and I think that's exciting for them. And if all goes well, we should be able to break that, have our first winning season, and a pretty decent seed in districts, and see what happens.
You just improved to 11-9 on the season. Forgot to mention our Applebee's of Farmington player of the game. Doing good in the neighborhood was Briley Durbin with those 29 points, and she'll be able to enjoy a free entree here. Compliments of Applebee's and J98 as well as the rest of our radio stations. But, Coach, congrats on the win, and we thank you for your time here on our kind of post-game interview.
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate coming out.
So that is head coach Andy Sherrill of the St. Paul Lady Giants. We'll be back in 30 seconds and interview head coach Ken Jones of the Crystal City Lady Hornets. Back in 30 seconds here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Hi, welcome to the UPS store.
Yeah, I'd like to ship this package.
Great, I can help you with that and every other ing.
Did you just say every other ing?
Printing, packing, copying, faxing, freighting, any ing your small business needs.
Shredding.
Yep.
Mailboxing.
Uh-huh.
Notarizing?
That too.
Wow, that's really some ing.
Now you're getting it.
The UPS store. Every ing for small business. And of course, shipping.
Hi, this is Jim, owner of the UPS store in Festus. See us now at our new location at 650 North Creek Drive next to Tiger Express Car Wash.
Back here in Farmington, now I'm joined by head coach Ken Jones of the Crystal City Lady Hornets. And coach, dropping to 3-13 on the season. However, there was a bright spot on your team with Annie Waits, had to get the pronunciation at halftime. Finally started saying her name correctly, and rightfully so. Finished the game with 20 points and really just dominated inside the paint.
Yeah, and it's a good thing to see. Annie's junior year, and we've kind of been waiting for that. And we've been seeing some steps here the last couple of weeks. She's always been a real good post passer. She feeds her teammates well, but she made some good decisions tonight, when to drive, finished a little bit around the hoop. And, boy, she can shoot the free throw real well, too. She was a big player for us tonight.
Yeah, finished with 20 points in this one. Outside of her, what did you like, or what do you think your team needs to work on a little bit more going into the rest of the season?
What I liked is they competed. St. Paul beat us by 20-something earlier in the year. They fought for 4 quarters. There was glimpses of good basketball. There was still some issues there, but we put some points on the board and we made it look like a ball game for the most part. We still gave up probably too many offensive rebounds, and when you're not a great team and you don't have great depth, you got to hit all those shots. What I call playing an A game. We definitely played a B+ game for us, and I'm proud of that. Good time of the year to start that. But A game against St. Paul is what it would take to win tonight.
Definitely a game you can build upon, and you got to get right back at it tomorrow at Bismarck, another road game for you. What's that going to look like for your squad, and how are you going to try to attack that?
Well, I'm hoping we're going to work on that full court press and some traps and things that we're trying to do against St. Paul there in the fourth quarter, and had a little bit of success with. And we're hoping we can, we have 4 games this week, 4 in 4 days with all the cancellations and that. So I hope we can, get out and get after Bismarck tomorrow night, get a bunch of girls out on the court, hopefully, so that we're, save some legs for Wednesday and Thursday.
All right. Well, Coach, we appreciate your time, and good luck the rest of the season.
You bet. Thanks for having us.
So that was head coach Ken Jones of the Crystal City Lady Hornets, and we'll be back with a very short analysis of the first half of the boys' game right here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
In 1973, Comtree was established to meet a great need through opening a halfway house. The spark of meeting residents' needs continues to reignite in 2019. We've expanded our services to become the mental health safety net of Jefferson County while offering nationally recognized dental care and primary care. We invite you to join the Comtree family tree. Call 877-COMTREE or visit us online at comtree.org to schedule an appointment. Welcome to our family tree.
This is Dr. Karen Melton at Hearing Care Partners. We hope you don't miss a single thing this sports season. Stop by for a free hearing screening so you'll hear every play and the person sitting right next to you. One of the best parts of the game is chatting with old friends and making new ones. We wish all our local players a safe and healthy sports season. It's Hearing Care Partners. Find us online at hearingcarepartners.com.
You just heard an ad for the Hearing Care Partners, so why not take a look at the Hearing Care Partners broadcast schedule. A lot of action going on tonight on every single one of our stations. You're listening to Crystal City at St. Paul right now on the MyMo Info Sports Stream over on KGF Radio. You can catch the tail end of Grandview at Jefferson, another doubleheader happening right there. And on the girls' side, West County taking on Arcadia Valley happening right now on J98, and that will for sure be a good one, and that one is probably on the tail end of it as well. And over on KREI, you can catch Farmington at St. Genevieve. Tomorrow evening on KREI, it'll be Farmington at Central boys basketball, and that one will be a great matchup. Central just took down St. Gen, and they will try to stay undefeated in the MAAA large school division against Farmington tomorrow night on KREI with the Fleeks Equipment pregame show starting at 7:15. Your halftime score on your Midwest Sports Center halftime show is 43-30, and your online sponsor, you can listen to this and all of our games online at mymoinfo.com, courtesy of Coles Tractor and Equipment in Farmington, home of the LS Tractors. Lead the herd, don't just follow. Coles Tractor and Equipment, Highway 32 in Farmington. Leading scorer of the first half for both sides was Nate Denby with 13 points for Crystal City. A very strong showing, 7 in the first, 6 in the second, 9 points from Carson Short, 6 for Drew Richardson, 6 for Donovan Tullock off the bench. Hunter Bazin had 4, Logan Anderson with 2, and 4 of them for Callaway Dashner for Crystal City. They'll have the ball to start out this second half. 43-30, they lead it. Here's Tullock on the left wing. Inside to Denby into the high post. Goes through the basket. Tries to get it to go off the glass. Too strong, no good. Rebound fought for on the ground now. And a foul. And they're going to call it red ball. A kicked ball. They called it a kicked ball. So not a foul, but they call it kicked ball. And now looking to get it in as Eisenbeis. He'll inbound it to Carson Short. 7:40 to play in the third quarter. They try to get into the high post. Stolen away by Ziegelmeyer. Ziegelmeyer left wing, trying to cross-court pass it, poked away by Tullock, out of bounds, and going back to Crystal City. 13-point lead at the half, staying the same for right now, 27 seconds into the game. And Tullock will bring it up now for Crystal City. Across the timeline he comes, screen set by Richardson, drives in all the way to the basket, rises up, right the right hand, can't get it to fall. Everything but the finish, but he's going to get the own rebound. Denby has the rebound now. Passes it over to Eisenbeis. Back top of the key, Richardson. He's going to fire a triple. That one banks in. Wow, what a shot from Drew Richardson. Going to hit the back rim, hit the backboard, and fell right back in. He's got 9 points after they took off the 2 to end the first half. Now down low, stolen away again by Richardson. Across the timeline, it's 3-on-1. Passes off to Tullock, rises up, and this time he lays it in for the deuce. 8 points now for Donovan Tullock. Hornets 5-9 on the season, trying to improve to 6-9. And St. Paul trying to improve to 5-17. Here's Dempsey, top of the key. Garrett Dempsey dribbling around, a whistle, and they're going to call a foul on Donovan Tullock. That is going to be his third. Now decision time for Coach Lee Richardson. He's got 3 fouls. Tullock tells him to think about it, be a little bit smarter. Here's Ryan Dempsey from the right corner. That one catches nothing, and except for the hands of Crystal City, and they'll go back the other way. Richardson across the timeline on the left side. Top of the key, passes off the head of Wolbert, and goes into the hands of Carson Short for Crystal City, and he lays it in. Unfortunate for St. Paul that time, but fortunate for Carson Short as he finds his 11th point of the ball game. And it's quickly a 20-point advantage here for Crystal City, 50-30 at the other end. Ryan Dempsey to the basket, can't get it to go. Make that Garrett Dempsey miss the shot. And Crystal City the rebound. They outlet it to Drew Richardson on the left side on the wing. Pulls it back out towards the top of the key, looking to pass off to Eisenbeis. Can't get it to him. Now he pulls it back out between the circles. 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Tulloch in the right corner. Richardson fires a triple from the right side. That one's off the back iron, no good. Denby the offensive rebound. Kicks it back outside short. Dials up the three. That one's off the side of the backboard, but Tulloch has it again. Misses the floater. Short's there to clean it up. Crystal City all over the place to start out this second half, and head coach Lee Richardson couldn't be happier. Carson Short, 4 points here in the third quarter. Down low St. Paul. Ziegelmeyer with the left hand lays it in. And Ziegelmeyer had 6 first half points, finds his first 2 of the second, makes it 52-32, 5:26 to play in the third. Here's Eisenbeis on the left side. Looking down low. Into the corner, goes to Richardson. Drives in, pulls up from 17, in and out, no good. A rebound to Brakefield, full court pass. Ziegelmeyer catches it, and he's going to go up with the left hand. Misses the shot, gets his own rebound. It's 1-on-2, goes up with the left hand again, tried to put a little English on it. Couldn't get it to go. Now Ryan Dempsey, left baseline. Shot coming is good. Dempsey gets that 2-pointer to go, and he's got 11 of them now. Here's Carson Short, left baseline, drives in, and that's going to be a charge taken for Drew Brakefield. And Carson Short is going to be tagged with his second foul. 52-34 the score, 4:50 to play in the third quarter, and the second foul on Carson Short after the charge taken by Drew Brakefield. Brakefield will inbound it to Ryan Dempsey. Dempsey will come across the timeline. A 1-2-2 zone here for Crystal City. And a foul, and it's going to be a hand check on number 31 of Crystal City. That's going to be Nate Prunow. They'll take it out at midcourt. That means St. Paul on the far sideline. Brakefield throws it into the backcourt. Lost the handle on it was Garrett Dempsey. Now he gets it back, still being guarded tightly by Prunow, and it's going to be another foul. Back-to-back fouls on Nate Prunow. Coach Richardson not happy about the hand check fouls, and it's back-to-back fouls on Prunow. 52-34, 4:36 to play in the third quarter. 14 fouls on Crystal City. Here's Garrett Dempsey, left side. 3 coming from Ziegelmeyer. That one's no good. Rebound to St. Paul offensively. Brakefield has it. Shot fake, goes up with the right hand. Can't get it to fall. Gets another rebound. Another power dribble inside, but can't get it to fall again. And he's going to be at the line for 2 shots after getting fouled. That foul on Blake Eisenbeis that time, and that's his second. 52-34 the score, 4:21 to play here in the third quarter. Brakefield at the line for 2 of them. The 5th team foul already on Crystal City, none of them so far on St. Paul in this third quarter. Brakefield spins it on his left palm, lets it fly with the right hand, and that one rattles in and out. Hit the right iron, hit the backboard, jumped in and out, no good. And Brakefield will have a second one coming up here. Takes a deep breath with 4:21 on the clock. Bends at the knees, lets it fly with the right hand. That one off the back iron, no good. Offensive rebound for Garrett Dempsey. Off to Ryan Dempsey, fakes the 3, drives in, kicks out of bounds. And it's going to stay with St. Paul. So St. Paul will keep it out on the near sideline, just past their bench towards the end line. 52-34, Garrett Dempsey with the ball. 4:10 to play. Dempsey driving in, kicks out top of the key to Ryan Dempsey. Ryan dribbling between his legs. Still a 1-2-2 zone here for Crystal City. Into the corner it goes. Now back inside to Garrett Dempsey with the right hand and the foul. They call it travel. They call it travel, and Garrett Dempsey made the shot, and it's going to go back the other way. So no basket. Richardson picks up his dribble, passes off to Prunow. Prunow looking around, finds Richardson on the left side for Crystal City. Off to Eisenbeis, drives in with the left hand, and can't get it to go as Denby gets his own rebound. Fight for it. It's on the ground. Denby finds it in his lap. Somehow gets it past to Richardson. Off the glass and good. A lot of contact that time. No whistle. And back up by 20 is Crystal City. Andrew Richardson has his 5th point of the third quarter. Back down low, Ziegelmeyer, and we're going back the other way. Nate Denby takes the charge that time. That foul going on Ziegelmeyer, and that's going to be his second, or his first, excuse me. 54-34 the score, 3:23 to play here. Crystal City on top in the third quarter. St. Paul steals the ball away. Garrett Dempsey at the other end, a little scoop shot up and good. Nice shot by Garrett Dempsey. Full court pressure here for St. Paul, and a timeout taken by head coach Lee Richardson. He's going to take a full timeout. Score is 54-36 here in the third quarter, 3:08 to play. We'll take a full timeout as well. Stay with us on MyMo Info Sports Stream. You're listening to high school basketball.
Whatever your educational goals are, you can achieve them at Jefferson College. With caring faculty, convenient locations, and award-winning academic programs, your future is Jefferson College's focus. To learn more, call 636-797-3000 or visit jeffco.edu for a complete list of degrees and programs. Enroll now.
For higher education, for higher expectations, Jefferson College, Jefferson College, and you.
Well, let's check in with Josh Harris now at Midwest Sports Center in Farmington, Poplar Bluff, and Festus. And Josh, I understand the selection of off-road, on-the-road, or on-the-water vehicles is really great right now.
Yeah, you know what? This time of year we try and stock up, Mark, and get ready for the riding season. But right now they've got huge rebates out, rebates up to $3,000 on select products. Stop in and see us. We have 3 great locations to serve you. If you're up north, we've got it at Festus and Farmington, and now in Poplar Bluff.
54-36 the score after the Crystal City timeout. 3:01 to play here in the third quarter. Crystal City with the ball, and it's Denby on the left side. Kicks it back out. Eisenbeis fires a 3 and finally knocks one down. Blake Eisenbeis struggling to shoot the triple in the first couple of quarters. Knocks down one there, and now a turnover by St. Paul. Drew Richardson has it for Crystal City. Top the key, lost the handle. St. Paul almost stole it back. Crystal City stole it back again. Eisenbeis there with the left hand. No good. Denby's there to clean it up. Nate Denby hadn't scored until that bucket here in the second half, and he's got 15 of them. Here's Ryan Dempsey, and throws it straight to Drew Richardson for Crystal City. Richardson at the other end, fakes a pass, drives in, a lot of contact, and he's going to be at the line for 2. Can't get the bucket to go, but he will have 2 free throws upcoming. 3 subs getting set to come in for Crystal City, one of them for St. Paul. 59-36 to score, 2:24 to play here in the third quarter. Richardson at the line for a deuce, and Richardson on the day so far with 11 points. That free throw, back iron, bounces out. So make that 4 subs coming in for Crystal City. Everybody but Richardson will be subbed out as Wolbert comes in back in for St. Paul. Richardson at the line for the second one. On the way, and that one's good. Now Richardson with 6 third quarter points. He's got 12 of them on the game now. 60-36, 2:19 to play in the third quarter. Here's Miner with the ball for St. Paul. Lost the handle on it. Richardson has it, picks it up. Passes it up to Carson Short. Thrown behind the back to Tulloch. Fakes a pass, puts up a shot, misses it. Rebound Logan Anderson. He missed it for Crystal City. And now St. Paul will have it going back the other way. Devontae Miner with it. Up court to Wolbert. In the middle, Ryan Dempsey takes a jumper. Can't get it to fall. And Carson Short the rebound. He'll come up the right side of the court. Up quickly to Dashner, and Dashner turns it over. Now St. Paul back with it on the timeline. Top the key, Ryan Dempsey drives in, middle of the lane. Floater, no good. Tipped around, and Ziegelmeyer will pick it up. He goes back out to the right wing. Into the corner to Ryan Dempsey. Fakes a 3. Now he's going to pull it back out and set up a play. Garrett Dempsey will set it up between the circles. 60-36 the score. Minute and a half to play here in the third quarter. Dempsey on the left side, Miner. Into the corner goes to Wolbert. Wolbert looking around, brings it off to Ziegelmeyer. Ziegelmeyer fakes right, goes left, pulls it back out. Step back jumper on the way. That one's no good. And the rebound to Donovan Tulloch for Crystal City. Now Tulloch the other way, goes left side, back off to Dashner. Dashner drives in on the high post. Now back, top the key, Logan Anderson. Quick pass down low. Richardson over his head. He goes and lays it in with the right hand. Great pass from the top of the key. And Richardson wide open underneath the bucket. 62-36, 53 seconds to go. Ryan Dempsey at the other end, make that Garrett Dempsey. Missed the shot, and Callaway Dashner the rebound. Here's Drew Richardson, lost the hand, that slipped up, now right side. In the right baseline, it goes to Tulloch, splits 2 defenders, off to Logan Anderson, cutting through, and Anderson finishes it off. Anderson just his 4th point of the game, but Crystal City putting it on here in the 3rd quarter, up by 28. And stolen away again by Anderson across the timeline. Top of the key, drives in, dumps it off right side. Carson Short drives up, got it blocked, but still kept it alive. And now 19 seconds on the clock, St. Paul has it. Here's Ryan Dempsey on the left side. Drives into 2 defenders to the basket, high off the glass, no good. 10 seconds now for Crystal City. 64-36, Richardson will come across the timeline. 2 all the way to the basket, left hand, pretty move, and he finishes it off with 2 seconds on the clock. And that's gonna do it for the 3rd quarter. What a quarter for Crystal City. Drew Richardson with 10 of them there in that 3rd quarter to score 66-36 after the 3rd. We'll be back in a minute right here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. You're listening to high school basketball.
You can enjoy a hot tub year-round, but nothing beats slipping into a hot tub when it's chilly out. Hi, I'm Megan Osbar, manager of Home Pools and Spas in Leadington. When you invest in a hot tub, you're investing in relaxation and therapy for your family. We can get you and your family into a new hot tub, and we can service your existing hot tub. Any brand, model, or year. Find us online at homepoolsandspas.net and on the outer road just south of the Leadington exit.
Looking for Mineral Area College spirit wear, trendy college wear, school supplies, art supplies? In the market for a new laptop computer or other electronics? Check out our expanded bookstore on Mineral Area College's Park Hills campus. Not sure what to buy? A gift card might be just the thing for the Mac student in your life. Visit Mineral Area College's bookstore today on the Park Hills campus near the Leadington Park Hills exit. It starts here. Mineral Area College.
Quarter action right here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. Jacob Vincent with you. Jay Sellers back in the studio, turning the dials, bringing you the sights and sounds of St. Paul Lutheran School taking on Crystal City High School. It's the Giants and the Hornets on top right now, 66-36. So we'll have a running clock here as long as it remains at 30 points. Here's Ryan Dempsey, top of the key for St. Paul. Right side, Brakefield into the high post. Turns around, passes off Ziegelmeyer. Good pass to the left side. Dempsey takes a 3 off the back iron, no good. And Brakefield the rebound, fight for it. And they're gonna call a foul on Nate Denby. Denby can't believe it, but he is gonna be tagged with his 3rd foul. And St. Paul will take it out under the basket. 16 foul on Crystal City, just 1 away from a 1 and bonus. Quickly into Ziegelmeyer, open for 3 in the left corner. He takes it and he can't get it to go. Offensive rebound again, and it's gonna be a travel on Woolbert. 7:19 to play now, 66-36 the score still. Tulach will bring it up for Crystal City. To the top of the key to Dashner, back to Tulach left wing. He's left wide open, he's gonna take it from deep. He can't get it to go. And the rebound to St. Paul. Brakefield has it in his hands, looking up to Woolbert. Woolbert, right wing, drives it in. Quick pass over to Ziegelmeyer, rifles it through. Now he drives left baseline, back out to Ryan Dempsey. Dempsey driving in, putting a shot up, and can't get it to go. It's blocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay with St. Paul under the basket. Really into the game is Tanner Radoff for St. Paul. St. Paul taking it out now under the basket. 6:39 to play. Ryan Dempsey looking to get it in. He's going to find Ziegelmeyer, who has to sky up to grab it. Ziegelmeyer between the circles, trying to go up against 2 defenders. He's being hounded by Crystal City. Finds Brakefield on the left baseline, drives in, dumps it off opposite block to Radoff, but he can't handle it, goes out of bounds, and it's going to be going the other way to Crystal City. 66-36 the score, and Crystal City on top. Here's Carson Short, left baseline, drives in, dumps it off to Denby, shot fake, goes up with it, gets fouled. And he will be at the line for 2 shots. Wait to see who the foul was on. That one's going to go on 32 as Dylan Woolbert. That'll be his 3rd. And the 13th foul on St. Paul. Denby at the line. Left-handed free throw on the way. That one in and out, no good. A couple of subs coming for Crystal City will be Drew Richardson and Blake Eisenbeis. They'll have another one coming if the free throw is good for Denby. Denby dribbles it 3 times with the left hand. Bends at the knees, lets it fly, and that one is true. And Denby finds his 16th point of the ball game. 3 different players in double digits for Crystal City. 16 for Richardson, 13 for Short, and now 16 for Denby. 67-36 the score, 5:13 to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Dempsey, top of the key. He's going to fire it from deep. Can't get it to go. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It was tipped by Crystal City, so it's going to stay with St. Paul. A lineup change coming for the Giants. It's going to stay with St. Paul on the offensive side. 4:51 to play and the clock running. 31-point game here, and all new players coming in for St. Paul. 67-36 the score. Devontae Miner in there. Ziegelmeyer taking the ball out right now. Ziegelmeyer looking around, is going to get it into Garrett Dempsey in the left corner. Dempsey reverses it along to Ziegelmeyer between the circles. Ziegelmeyer drives in, kicks it out Garrett Dempsey. He'll drive back in, now back out Devontae Meyer, shuffled his feet, and we're going the other way. Crystal City will get the ball back with 4:17 on the clock, 67-36 the score, and they're on top by 31. Donovan Tullock will take it out. Here is Basson with it. Tullock comes across the timeline through three defenders all the way to the basket, fades away with the right hand, and a pretty move off the glass is good for Donovan Tullock, and now the fourth player in double digits for Crystal City. He's got 10. Here's Ziegelmeyer on the right side, 3:52 to play. Into the high post it goes to Christian Lapoussan. Lapoussan looking around, gets it off to Garrett Dempsey. Now we'll bring it towards the top of the key. Dempsey off to Ziegelmeyer on the left wing, drives in left baseline, floater from the left hand is good from Cody Ziegelmeyer, and those are the first 2 points of the fourth quarter for St. Paul. Here's Crystal City. Eisenbeis was left wide open. He's going to skip pass over to Hunter Basson on the right side. Crystal City looking like they're just trying to waste some time. Drew Richardson on the right baseline. Going to bring it back out towards the wing and now dribbles it towards the top of the key. Cross-court pass over to Donovan Tullock and pass straight out of bounds off the top of the hands of Eisenbeis with 3:08 to play, and St. Paul's going to get it back. 69-38 the score, a 30-second timeout taken by Crystal City, and we'll keep it right here. And we'll look at the Hearing Care Partners broadcast schedule tomorrow evening at 7:15 over on KREI. Boys basketball, Farmington at Central. That'll be a fun one. And Wednesday afternoon starting at 3:45, a little bit earlier. Also on KREI will be girls basketball, St. Genevieve at North County. And that'll be a big one in girls basketball with St. Genevieve taking on Farmington tonight. Right now, I should say. And that one might be over. That one's also on KREI if you want to tune into that one. That's a big game, because Farmington just took down North County. If they could take down St. Genevieve, that would shake things up massively and set up really a championship game between St. Genevieve and North County coming up on Wednesday afternoon. But nonetheless, it should be a good game. 69-38 here, 3:03 to go after the timeout taken by Crystal City. Still two timeouts left for them, 3 timeouts left for St. Paul. There is Garrett Dempsey with the ball for the Giants on the right side. Brings it towards the top of the key. Bounce pass into Devontae Miner. Drives in with the right hand. Tried to get the floater to go. Couldn't find it. And Drew Richardson will have the rebound for Crystal City. 2:40 to play in the game. Pass off. Now Basson. Left side Richardson. Fakes the three. Crystal City just moving the ball around. Wasting some time with 2.5 to play. Or it's going to try to get some new players involved here. Richardson down low. Dashner lays it in off the glass. Callaway Dashner had 4 points in the second quarter. He's got 2 of them right here. Now St. Paul with it. Ziegelmeyer, top of the key. Lost the handle, got it back. Turns around, goes left side. 2:11 to play. Garrett Dempsey gets a screen, drives left side towards the baseline to the basket with the right hand and finishes through contact. The drive from Garrett Dempsey finds his first 2 points of the ball game. 71-40 the score, 2 minutes to play now. Here's Chase Coleman with the ball, now off to Hunter Basson. He'll find his counterpart in Nate Prue now. Everybody on the roster for Crystal City has played so far tonight. Chase Coleman back top of the key with 1:45. Basson over to Prue now, into Coleman on the left corner, now on the left baseline off to Richardson, drives in with the left hand and he lays it in. Pretty offensive set there. And another timeout taken to get some subs in. Drew Richardson with 18 of them now. And I do believe he is going to be done for the night. There's a couple of players coming in now for Crystal City that don't get a whole lot of playing time. Javion Keith from the JV squad wearing the number 55 jersey is going to come in. And he's going to get a good amount of playing time here with 1:26 to play. 73-40 the score. Inside, Lucasan can't get it to go and out of bounds. And we're going back the other way to Crystal City. 73-40. And Crystal City looking to break the press. 69 seconds on the clock. Now down low. And there is Dashner for another deuce. He's got 4 of them here in the fourth quarter, and it's 75-40 now. Here's Devontae Miner with it for St. Paul. He'll pass off into the right corner it goes. A missed shot by St. Paul. Now 52 seconds to go. And Crystal City will have it. Up to Carson Short. Drives in high posts. And a whistle. And a turnover, I believe. Not quite sure. I didn't see the call, but it's a turnover by Crystal City, and it's going back the other way for St. Paul now. Here is Garrett Dempsey on the top of the key. Gets a screen, goes left side. Drives it towards the basket. A jump stop. Now he goes up, and he lays it in. 4 points now for Garrett Dempsey. Makes it 75-42. 23 seconds remaining. Back at the other end, the JV player in Javion Keith. Got it blocked, got it back, and puts it up for his first 2 points. And a big cheer for Javion Keith, the freshman from the JV team. Here's Lupasan, 6 seconds. Down low. Outside to Garrett Dempsey. Step back jumper at the buzzer. That one's no good, and the final score, 77-42. St. Paul drops to 4-18 on the season, whereas Crystal City improves to 6-9. And we'll be back with the Home Pools and Spas post-game show after this. Crystal City wins it 77-42. Be back in a minute right here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
Hey, if you haven't been to Patsy's Furniture in Park Hills lately, then you haven't been to Patsy's Furniture. Man, the selection is as good now as it's ever been. And that's saying something. Seriously, stop by and say hi to Chris and Jamie. The first thing you'll notice is just how nice they are. They won't hard sell you at all. They'll just let you look around and offer you help when you need it. And we're talking about really nice furniture, too, from some of the best-known brand names in the business. Hey, maybe that's why Patsy's Furniture is my only stop when I do my furniture shopping. Patsy's Furniture, right off Highway 67 at the Parkway Drive exit. You'll love to shop at Patsy's.
For 57 years, the staff at Farmington Presbyterian Manor have dedicated ourselves to providing our community the best independent living, assisted living, skilled nursing, memory care, and short-term rehab. We are proud to be part of the Parkland community and provide the quality health care you deserve. Call 573-756-6768 today and schedule a visit to find out more about Farmington Presbyterian Manor.
Back here in Farmington, a cool scene on the court as they came together for a prayer between St. Paul and Crystal City after the game. Here, welcome into the Home Pools and Spas post-game show. When it comes to family fun, there is no place like home in Leadington. Crystal City wins this one 77-42, and we'll go on down through the stats before we're joined by both head coaches Lee Richardson and Justin Ford. And for Crystal City, they were led by Drew Richardson with 18 points at 16 of them after the third quarter, just 2 in the fourth. Good game for him. 16 of them for Nate Denby. 10 of them for Logan Anderson. Make that Donovan Tullock. 4 of them for Logan Anderson. Blake Eisenbleis finished with 3. 13 for Carson Shorts. And 8 for Callaway Dashner off the bench. A nice showing offensively for the Crystal City Hornets as they improved to 6-9 on the season. 4 of them finished with double digits for them as well, and a nice job by them. As for St. Paul Giants, they fall to 4-18 as they were led with 13 points by Ryan Dempsey. And for Garrett Dempsey, he had 10 points to Cody Ziegelmeyer, 6 points for Dylan Wolbert, and 4 for Isaiah Dumas. 4 of them also to Drew Brakefield. So as we take a look at the upcoming schedules for both sides, it'll be Crystal City first. They get to take on Grandview in Hillsboro coming up on February 6th. That's set for a 7 o'clock start time. Then they will take on Jefferson and Festus the day after that at 7:30. So now a 6-9 squad quite possibly moving in the right direction. Now they've won 3 out of their last 4 games and a little bit more momentum going their way as they try to finish the season on a high note. And you heard Coach Richardson talk about a lot of makeup games coming up as well. And so they'll look forward to getting a lot of games in there. They've only played 15 of them, and you can tell because St. Paul, they've played 22 of them. So there are a lot of games to be played for Crystal City. And we'll pull up the St. Paul schedule here as well. As I mentioned, they fell to 4-18 on the season. This says 2 games left on the schedule, and their next game also is against Grandview. So the same 7:15 coming up for both sides. Crystal City will take on Grandview first, and then St. Paul will take them on second as we go ahead here in the Home Pools and Spas post-game show. We'll give away the Applebee's Farmington Player of the Game, and it's going to be a tough one to pick, especially after 4 double-digit performers from Crystal City, 18 of them to Drew Richardson. Nate Denby had 16, and I think it's between those two guys right now. There's a high score for Richardson. Denby was getting it done inside, and Richardson was getting it done on the defensive side of the ball and handling the ball as well, distributing it very well as well. So it's going to be a tough pick, but whenever head coach Lee Richardson gets over here, we'll make the decision whenever that time comes. Play of the game brought to you by the Don't Run Company, providing the minerals and metals we need to power our future. And then we'll get to the Applebee's Farmington Player of the Game, doing good in the neighborhood. And I already mentioned the Hearing Care Partners broadcast schedule a couple of times. They listen so you can hear. Most of the games probably over with right now. And tomorrow evening, a big one. Farmington at Central on KREI with the Fleets Equipment pregame show starting at 7:15. And then Wednesday afternoon at 3:45 over on KREI as well. It'll be girls basketball action, St. Genevieve at North County. We'll take a short break and hopefully be joined by a couple of the head coaches coming up after this break right here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream.
There's no need to be scared of flu season. Just say boo to the flu and head over to Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy for your flu shot. It's the perfect way to protect you and your family, and no appointment is necessary. Just pop in when you have time, and we will have you on your way in just a few minutes. Cash prices are available, or we're happy to bill your insurance. We know you have better things to do than be stuck at home with a nasty case of the flu. Come see us at Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy in Deloge, Fredericktown, Ironton, and Farmington.
When it's all said and done, what really matters? For Serenity Hospice Care patient Jack, hospice isn't about giving up. It's not about the end. It's about right now. It's about spending precious time with the people we love.
Come on, Grandpa.
And the little moments that create lasting memories. It's focusing on what's important to you and remembering life is beautiful in all stages.
Dear Cabin Fever, we've got the cure to cool you down. And it all starts with a new 2020 Toyota. When winter says, stay home under a blanket, the Camry comes out to play. The 2020 Corolla is hotter than ever, with tons of tech to keep you plugged into your favorite apps, music, and more. Snowy hills don't stand a chance against the RAV4's available all-wheel drive with multi-terrain select. And with over 200 horses under the hood, RAV4 weathers the toughest storms. Grab the family, hop in the Highlander, and go build some snowmen. Everyone will be comfy with available heated front seats and cushy seating for up to 8. With 11 all-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive models to choose from, Toyota will get you everywhere you need to be this season. See you in the snow. Toyota. Let's go places.
See Twin City Toyota, I-55 at the Herculaneum Auto Mall exit, or visit them online at twincitytoyota.com.
Here on the Home Pools and Spas post-game show for probably the final time. You're listening to the MyMo Info Sports Stream. I'm Jacob Vincent. Chase Sellers back in the studio, turning the dials and bringing you the sights and sounds. We had a doubleheader here today on the MyMo Info Sports Stream between Crystal City and St. Paul. The Hornets taking the boys' side 77-42. On the girls' side, it was St. Paul improving to 11-9 on the season, winning that one 59-49. Crystal City Lady Hornets fall to 3-13. And on the boys' side, I mentioned 77-42. The Hornets improving to 6-9 on the season. And for the St. Paul Giants, they fall to 4-18. Our Applebee's Player of the Game, Farmington Player of the Game, doing good in the neighborhood. I ended up deciding it was going to be Drew Richardson, finished with 18 points, and it was a close second to Nate Denby. And a very good game from both of them. 4 different players in double digits for the Crystal City Hornets, and a very good game for them. You heard Coach Lee Richardson. He wants to get some confidence going into the latter part of the season. They got a lot of games coming up, and it looks like Coach Richardson will be joining us here shortly as he's making his way on over here. And we'll get a nice little post-game interview from head coach Lee Richardson. He'll get the headset on here, get him dialed up. And Coach, we thank you for coming on here for the Home Pools and Spas post-game show and just kind of get right into it. You guys improved to 6-9 on the season and really a very good win over a St. Paul team. Just kind of your initial thoughts from what you thought, how your team played tonight.
Well, first I'm going to give credit to Coach Ford and St. Paul because they came out in the first half, played with a lot of intensity, and gave us some trouble on the defensive end, and they were really aggressive offensively, and so got us in foul trouble. They got a lot of second chance putbacks, and so they were ready to play tonight. And Coach Ford's a great young coach, and he's just getting better every game, every year. And so anyway, we didn't really quite meet that challenge in the first half, but the defensive intensity for us way better in the second half, and so that was good to see.
Yeah, I noticed that you guys scored a lot of points in that third quarter as well. Was there what was the message at halftime to try to get your guys fired up a little bit more going into the second half?
Well, we were settling for too many 3-point shots. They would sag in on guys, and my message to them was, hey, you're good shooters, but maybe not tonight. You know, maybe you're open for a reason. So, but we had no problem when we were trying to attack, and we had good interior passing all night long. We went away from it there late in the second quarter. So the message was, guys, shot fake, keep the ball moving. You're not done shooting threes tonight, but we've got to keep attacking the rim. Yeah, go ahead. There you go.
You guys had 4 different players in double digits tonight, led by Drew Richardson with 18. Nate Denby right behind at 16. Tulak ended up with 10, and then 13 of them from Carson Short. What does that say about your team that you can have such a balanced attack, especially going into the latter part of the season now?
We need that desperately. Donovan, that was a really good bounce-back game for him. He needed that kind of for a confidence boost. He's a great player, but he needed to see some shots go in, so he did. And but the balanced scoring is good. We're a pretty equal opportunity. And I told them before the game too, I have no idea who your leading scorer is going to be tonight. We never do. Last game, Carson Short had 26 because he was open, he was feeling it. But so we're just going to move. We want the ball just to find the open guy and trust him to score. So to see 4 guys in double figures was really nice.
So now you get Grandview coming up, I believe, unless you have a makeup game in between there. So you get Grandview coming up. And actually, St. Paul also, their next game is against Grandview. But looking ahead, you just got the win now. You're up to 6-9 on the season. Now a little momentum going. You guys have won 3 of your last 4 games. What are you going to look for in that Grandview game to try to get going towards the end of the season?
Yeah, we just got to keep playing good. Don't focus on the outcome, guys. Just every possession, do what we need to do. Grandview they're also a team that's starting to build a little momentum late in the year, and they've got some depth and some talent, and they beat us early in the season. We were not full strength, but that doesn't matter. I mean, they earned that win, and if we come out like we did the first half tonight, they could beat us on our home floor Thursday. We played with the intensity we had in the second half. It'll be a good game for us. But we got Grandview Thursday and Jefferson Friday. That's a tough back-to-back of conference opponents. And if we want to keep this momentum going that we have right now, late in the season, momentum is huge. And so we have a little bit of it right now. And so Thursday and Friday is going to tell the tale a lot about where we go with that from there.
Well, Coach, before you go, I want to hand you our Applebee's of Farmington Player of the Game. I ended up choosing Drew Richardson, finished with the 18 points. It was a tough decision after you had 4 different guys in double digits and a lot of really good play, but there's that for Drew Richardson. Finished with the 18 points. And, Coach, I appreciate the time and good luck the rest of the season.
Hey, appreciate you being here tonight. Great coverage, J98. Thank you.
Appreciate it. So that is head coach Lee Richardson of the Crystal City Hornets, improving to 6-9 on the season. And we will wait a little bit more for head coach Justin Ford to see if he makes his way on out here and try to get a post-game interview with him. But as I mentioned, that was Coach Richardson, and out of a couple of big games coming up for him. And as I mentioned, 6-9 on the season. Now a little momentum going their way. They get Grandview on Friday, and then you heard him say Jefferson on Saturday as well. A couple of tough back-to-back games, but it should be a fun end of the season for him. But I think that's going to do it for us here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream, and a good doubleheader. St. Paul taking the first one as they improve to 11-9 on the season. On the ladies' side, 59-49 the score over the Lady Hornets, and on the boys' side, Crystal City taking that one 77-42. My name's Jacob Vincent. Back in the studio is Chase Sellers, and he's done a tremendous job all night long getting interviews and making sure everything's ready to go here on the MyMo Info Sports Stream. And I thank you for tuning in. Make sure you tune in tomorrow on KREI to boys basketball action. Farmington at Central. That will start at 7:15, and then Wednesday afternoon starting at 3:45 over on KREI. Girls basketball, St. Genevieve at North County. That's going to do it for me here from St. Paul. I'm Jacob Vincent saying so long.
Eating good in the neighborhood at Applebee's sounds so good, doesn't it? Hi, I'm Amy Cousins, General Manager of Applebee's in Farmington. You and a friend can start with 2 side salads or an appetizer to share, then choose any 2 full-size entree from the 2 for $20 dinner lunch menu. Or pick 2 items to create your own combo meal from the classic or signature lunch combo menu. Soups, salads, chicken feet, a roll-up, clubhouse grill, or chicken tenders. There's so much to choose from, and it's all under $10. Dine in or call it in. Applebee's on Cars Boulevard in Farmington.